And we are live. Hello everybody and welcome to D&D session 25. My name is Jacob or JC and I am joined here by all 6 of these wonderful people. Do not let the hat on Cody's chair dissuade you. He is there somewhere. He's just hiding in the bushes. But I'm joined by 6 wonderful people: Helminia, James, Suzanne, Alpha, Cody, and Jazz, each playing their characters in this grim and intimidating world. There's not too much to do, so let's get through some announcements real quick, and then we'll get a recap. Where we last left off, you all... and I know I'm skipping the announcements, I don't care. Where we last left off, you all were on the road. Not specifically to get to a destination quickly, but to get to a destination quicker than your foes. Those foes being a caravan of 3 guards and an Inquisitor, hosting 2 carriages in a convoy up north to the capital city of Forbell. In here, you believed that they were transporting humanoid cargo to the capital city for possibly nefarious purposes, and that as a result, and a bit of a bag and a ticket out of Alinar Oren, they needed to be stopped. With a map, you identified a good ambush point, and materials let you dig holes and set up firebomb traps along the way. As the caravan brought itself closer, you all hid and waited in anticipation. The first trap set itself off as the Inquisitor on his horse fell into the hole, and Valden stepped out of cover and immediately blew away the 2 lesser soldiers guarding the caravan. The fight broke out and was quick, violent, and brutalizing as, and Yoy attempted to unlock the back of the carriages where their suspicions of human cargo were confirmed, with 6 total captives to watch over. The rest of the party just went in on the leftover sergeant, but mostly the Inquisitor, with Ophelia weaving together paralysis magic as well as fate changing to ensure that he stayed locked down for long enough for Glairon, Aelin, and eventually Valden to lay hell into the man in crimson armor. Eventually ending with Glairon taking the sword from the Inquisitor and cleaving his head off. The head then being picked up and brutalized by as Glairon popped a divine sense and realized that an undead aura was coming from the body. As everyone panicked and Ophelia stopped any healing from coming out, eventually everything stopped moving, and as Aelin peeled the armor that was still seeming to cling to the flesh, drawing it off the body, the undead appearance vanished. Possibly an illusion. As the group kind of gathered their senses and saw those that were taken prisoner, the halfling that had specifically come out to try and rescue was not among them until conversations were had, and it was revealed that Rebecca, or Becky, was actually a goblin under disguise self. Her marriage ring being the catalyst that allowed her to live a somewhat normal life in Alinar Oren. That ring was given back, and she professed that she needed to go back to try and find Ollie. With well wishes, one specific member of the group stating that they weren't going to go back south, but instead strut out on their own path, a drow heading up north in their own direction opposite of the group. The other 5, including Rebecca, moved back southward to the only place that they knew. The rest of you, though, knowing that you're only a couple miles away from the capital city and needing to get off the road yourself, decided that you needed to go. As Valden brought the horses up to the ridgeway that you all had sprung the ambush of, Glairun is in the process of packing up swiftly the set of armor, working to actually peel off each section from the body, unless if you feel the need to just throw the body in a bag with the exposed chest and headless demeanor. But either way, we're going to jump back in right here to make sure you guys kind of lock in what you're doing. As far as you're aware, you have limited time, so I implore you, what comes next?
I believe Aelin was moving bodies and kind of responsible for the holes a little bit. He's definitely going to put the Inquisitor's body and the body of the guards into one of the holes, I guess, the bigger one where the horse body's already in, and if everything will fit in there, just toss them all.
So that does mean you're taking time to strip the Inquisitor's body out of the armor? Or are you just taking the chestplate with you?
Oh, I thought we stripped all of it off.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to confirm that. All right, easy enough to do. Each of those come away in the same manner that the chestplate does, almost like it's trying to hang on to them, or that hooks have gone in and permeated and stuck into his flesh. But with all of that done and packed up by Glairun, the perspective shifts over at Aelin and kind of putting bodies in one of the holes, as each of them kind of fall in with a thud.
I'm gonna check faces. Check the bodies. I'm looting them. I'm looting the bodies.
Make an investigation check.
Let's roll high.
Ooh, baby, a triple.
That's perfectly fine. That's a crisp 16.
16? As it's not so much the individuals that yield any good results, especially the two that Valden had dealt with at the beginning of the fight. Their armor, their gear, the bow and swords that they had on them have been completely destroyed and left unusable by the encounter. The Inquisitor has been stripped of his weapon and armor, and actually in the horse that has kind of gone through and most of the burning has subsided from the pit that you're actually going to put the bodies in, you find saddlebags that have mostly burnt away, and there's a collection of papers and different texts that look like they've burned up in the alchemist fire. But at the end of it, at the bottom of that pit, you can still see the shining of ash-marked coin that seems to have spilled out of a burnt bag. And if you want to go down there and collect it, you're more than welcome to.
I'll mage hand it out.
Okay. It's still a 16, so...
And are any of these papers legible? Anything left that I could take?
As you pull it out, it has been consumed by the alchemist fire. No one put out the fire until it had fully burned away everything it could on that horse. The horse is mostly just bones and ash at this point. Anything that could burn has been completely burned up.
All right.
All right. So, as you kind of pull and scrape the coins from here, there's not a lot of coin, which is an interesting thing for you. But from what you find, you are able to scrape 6 platinum and 2 gold pieces out of there.
What do you mean not a lot of coin? I'm rich.
How many platinum?
6.
6?
Yeah, dude. We're gambling for days.
And
always gonna be so rich.
any other personal effects down there?
It does not seem that there's any other personal effects.
And the two guards don't have any money on them either? No identification, no personal effects, no nothing?
It does not seem that they have personal effects on them. Basically, it's very bare minimum guard kit. Since they're not guards, they're soldiers. They have the like standard kit that you'd see of like a water skin and all of this, but everything has been sundered and exploded and basically turned into unusable and unrecoverable stuff by the spell that instantly turned them into mist.
Yeah. The spell that turned them into objects ruined their objects. I get it. That was evil. That was an evil thing to say. That's my turn.
All right. Don't be afraid to speak up. Your time here is limited.
Before they burn the bodies, can I check faces?
Sure. Make...
I'm looking for Hammond, specifically.
Okay. Make a investigation check. Six. It doesn't help that the faces are lacking in the two figures. They are in fact mangled by the ruined as much as their gear is. Although you do know with quite a degree of certainty that the one person who does not have a face anymore, being the Inquisitor, is not the person you're searching for.
Okie dokie.
But it seems that the methods of the party were a little bit more intense than you figured.
All right.
With that, did I hear one of you was going to burn the bodies?
Yeah, I
Someone
think
said
after
that.
Aelin puts them in the hole.
I wanted to burn everything here. I wanted to strip everything off of both of these caravans and just torch this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you doing that?
I mean, I wasn't even going to put the bodies in the hole, but since they're already in the hole, I mean, how much Alchemist Fire did you guys leave with me?
I
We had
still
10
have
total,
one
right?
on me, I think.
I think we all had 2, didn't we?
Everyone except for Valden had 2.
So
So I don't know. What did you use?
I didn't
And
use
Joy, I
any of
think.
mine.
Then you have 2.
There were 10 total. We only used like 3.
3, yeah.
So
I know
7
Aelin still
left.
has one, so yeah, I'll put one in the hole.
Let me double check mine. I have 0 left.
So we used
Yeah.
4 then.
Because you started chucking fires near the end.
Okay.
I certainly did.
So there's 6 left. I'll dish out what I have, and then someone just can keep track of the last 4. Did we check both of these caravans all the way through? Did we get everything we needed from these?
I believe
Unless
so.
if you guys wanted to take the rations from it, like the derelict rations, then there's nothing further to be gleaned from them.
All right, yeah, torch them.
Did either of the other living horses, like, wasn't there one left that was still alive? Oh no, he rode off on it.
He rode off on it. The one that is still alive, he rode off on. All right. So, it seems like about 3 alchemist fires at minimum are going to be used. One for the bodies in the hole, one for the large carriage, and then one for the small carriage. I'm sure you don't want to spend time pushing these carriages together, unless if you want to use the time to do that. But
I
Can we
would
at least
rather
get them off the road.
no.
They're not going to be here for very long anyway, so I don't see why we can't just leave them here.
Ever burned anything? It doesn't leave just ash.
Also, what do you mean get it off the road? It's like 15 feet down in a hole on the road. What do you mean get it off the road?
Yeah, I forgot about the cliff. It's fine. Would it take extra alchemist fires to make sure that they're like completely burned to ash?
I mean, alchemist fire still doesn't burn metal, and there are still the cages that are completely metal. At the very least, the alchemist fires, if they're not dealt with, anything that is able to burn, it would spread to it. It is a very effective fire. But then if it runs out of stuff to burn, much like the coins down in the hole, or like the latches on the bridle of the horse that was burning in the hole, those will not feed the fire, and as such, the fire will die out.
I guess, Ophelia, can you fill in these pits that we made in the road before we leave?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. So 3 alchemist fires get used. And I don't care who uses them. It's just good to know that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means there'd be 2 alchemist fires left to the group.
Well, we only used 4 during the fight,
We've
right?
used...
So this would be 7 with those 3.
So 2 used for the pits, 2 hucked. No longer has any. They've used both of theirs.
Right. 2 hucked by so that's 4.
And then I do believe 1, 2, 3. So there'd be 3 left, unless if I'm missing someone using one. I could have sworn Ophelia dropped one on someone.
I did not.
I know Ophelia talked a lot about dropping it.
That's where it came
Because
from.
Ophelia's actions were completely paralysis and then anti-heal.
Yeah.
Anti-heal.
Yeah.
Well, there was basically no one to drop it on because
there was no time.
Because
Val also
someone's good at killing. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's a killer. And it's not the person who says they're a killer. This is crazy. So 3, I don't care how it's divided or who has them, but 3 will be left after you guys torch them. The armor is transferred over to the saddlebags on Glaren's horse, I believe.
Did you want to split half, Aelin?
Yeah, well, I don't really want any of them on me.
That's fine. I'll take
Because
them all.
the backpack I gotta jiggle around with, yeah.
Just chilling.
And with that, the smoke kind of cuts into your guys' eyes, makes your mouth kind of burn and dry as 3 separate fires of burning wood and flesh kind of curl up into the sky.
Can I have grabbed just like maybe a couple strips of cloth or something, if there were some available,
Yeah.
and just use those to wrap the armor and sword?
You're not going to be able to... I mean, are you just going to rip apart the cloth undershirts of the armor of, like, the 2 soldiers? Or no, I guess a big thing you could do is you could take the tarps off of the carts before you burn them.
That was kind of what I was thinking.
Easy enough to do. Yes, you can use that to wrap them.
Awesome.
As the armor and massive sword get wrapped. The armor you're able to place in saddlebags, the sword will not fit in a standard saddlebag. That will have to be carried.
That is all right. I'll wrap up the sword and the trident with like padding in between them and that tarp, and then I'll hang it off the side of the horse.
Easy enough. With that, the 6 of you get onto your 5 horses. Unless if there's anything else you need to do, where are you all heading?
Something I'd like to note real quick. Once we get going, I'm gonna be like 40 feet behind the party, following.
All right, so you're gonna kind of drop behind them a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to get blown up when this armor blows up.
Fair enough.
Are there any nets that weren't like destroyed? Any holes that weren't?
Both of the holes were triggered and set alight, burning up the nets. Both traps
Okay.
worked.
Awesome. I thought I did more than 2, but I might be wrong. I might
You
be
did more
thinking
than
of something
2
else.
because you did stuff at the delaying site. These two,
Right.
yeah. The delaying site, theoretically, there could be some. That's also back towards Eleanor Oren. like a day
Well,
back.
I'm not going back that way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we don't
Okay.
have time to do that.
Speaking of not going back to Eleanor Oren, have you guys decided on a final destination to head to right now?
Or Bell, yes.
For Bell.
All right.
Do you know any specific places in Fort Bell we could go to hole up for the evening? Maybe buy some supplies.
Are you asking Yoi or what are you?
Yes, I'm asking Yoy.
Somewhere we can stay?
Yeah, even just like if it's an inn or something.
JC.
Yes.
Other than obviously, yeah, Yoi would know a place where everybody could stay for relatively cheap.
Mm-hmm. You'd know several places. Let's see. But yeah, you could. I mean, there's multiple different inns that people could stay at of varying quality and prices. Although in Forbell, the lower price stuff is generally seen as the more moderate priced things in other cities. Forbell's a little bit more of an expensive place to be, but that is just common sense in Yoi's mind.
Yeah. Yoi will respond to Glairin. Absolutely. I definitely know some places that we can stay. Do you have a preference of what the quality of the place you're staying is?
Well, I'm assuming we're trying to lay pretty low, so some place that will hopefully not draw too much attention.
Okay. I'm sure that there are quite a few places that would fit that category. Let me think on some names while we're traveling up that way.
Sounds good.
I'll get you a nice list, don't worry. But as you guys are beginning on your path, I'm sure there's a little bit you guys would like to be a little bit more specific of how you're traveling to Forbell. Whether you're just heading straight north along the rut, or if there's another plan.
We split up into smaller groups. Maybe groups of like 2.
That. I call Val though.
The killer.
That's fine, as long as Val's alright with it.
I don't mind either way.
I guess-
Glairin and Yoi are gone.
Yerp.
Cool. The usual parties.
The usual groups.
Yo.
All right. So, are you guys just splitting off in random directions. Again, is anyone just going to head straight to Forbell from this path? Or what's the general plan of advancement?
Are there... I would assume that there's like western or eastern gates to Forbell.
Yes.
Would it be... How much travel time do you think it would add to go to the western or the eastern gate instead of the southern one?
I mean, due to the fact that the western and eastern gates are on such a large city, and I do mean a large city, it would probably add some legitimate travel time. As in, while you guys are on horseback and you're a couple miles away, you're in like 20 minutes-ish away from the southern gate. It would probably be going up to like an hour of travel to get to the eastern gate, and maybe a little bit over an hour to get to the western gate since you guys are on the eastern side.
Only an hour. Fuck. You're like, oh, it's going to add significant travel.
Significant travel. It's
like,
still a city, dude. It's not the continent
How
itself.
big is the city? We're like, I got to travel 10 hours to get to the western gate.
20 days.
Fuck. Okay. What do we think about that?
How close to sunset are we?
I believe sunset is already in the process of happening, so it would be straight up just darkness if you guys did not go to the southern gate when you got there.
Do the cities close their gates after dark?
Yoi would know that question. Could I get you to roll a history check real quick?
Yeah. Wow. That is an 18.
18. Yoi, it is closed to outsiders, non-residents of the city after dark.
What about visitors with the resident?
You'd have to be with me, probably.
The problem is that Yoi thinks over this, and it is up to interpretation. There's no straight standoff thing. There's been parts where Yoi's living in Forbell has heard stories of both people saying, oh yeah, I just vouch for them and we're able to get in after dark. And then other things of, oh, my cousin had to wait an entire night outside of the city because they weren't letting people in.
Why don't Yoi and I go to the eastern gate? And then the other two groups separate out like 5 minutes apart, essentially. And then we'll meet you in the city. We have to have a destination to meet at, though, in town before we split off.
Definitely a good thing I know town.
How understanding of our kind are they? Gesturing to Ophelia and I.
Yoi, you would know that while there is... it's not unheard of for drow to have been known in the city. For example, two of the council members that are on... that reside in Forbell are in fact drow. However, it does not necessarily mean that they'll be having the easiest time. Alinar Orin is easily the most tense situation that you've ever been in regarding other races. But Forbell does come with its fair share of scrutinized. But instead of being drug out in the street of how you found Ophelia in Alinar Orin, it's more likely that they're going to be what's the equivalent of pulled aside in the street and questioned, and they might have a harder time getting through the gate. They might have a harder time at stores, different things like that.
Oh, so they'll just arrest you and beat you later, is what you're saying.
I mean, I'm not going to make the joke that I was about to make because that's in very poor taste.
But we might have a harder time getting through the gate, though, I guess,
Yeah.
and potentially get turned away and be stuck outside the city while the rest of them get in.
Yoi will basically, just to reiterate that,
Yeah.
it's not like Eleanor Oren. Nothing like that, but you will have a little bit of trouble, considering a couple of our council members are drow themselves. You shouldn't deal with what we just did. However, it'll still be a smidge difficult.
Okay. Does your name hold any value? Can we come in as guests or hoping to see whatever family? Would that buy us any leeway, or are we kind of on our
Does the
own?
Chavri house hold any leeway, Dungeon Master?
Depending on what you mean of leeway, is your name known? Absolutely. It's basically the same as like a reputation, like a business reputation, of if someone is into those finer. It's like saying someone is, if someone knows a kind of finer bit of cloth or materials and would go to your guild house, people in those sections would know you. You'd have a higher chance of being known at the gate just because your family does have people for mercantile business come through and announce that they're going to see your family for selling stuff. Your family receives shipments just as much as they go out and get them.
Okay. Yoi will think on it for a second, and then she will say, just tell them that you are expecting a piece from me, and that should be enough for you to be able to bypass.
Okay. And remind me how to pronounce your last name so I don't botch this and get myself in
Also,
trouble.
we're shits in gig. How do I pronounce your first name canonically?
Yoi. Yoi.
Yui.
Yoi.
Yui.
Yoi.
You.
Yui. You. Yeah. Slash.
My dad calls me Yo, but don't even think about it.
Okay. And then what? And then remind me the last name one more time.
Chavri.
Chavri. Okay.
Chimichurri house.
Chimichurri house.
Chavri. Okay. Hope that hope they like you.
And if you need to pull a different name, if mine isn't enough, you can likely use my father's when you're ready.
My dad is John Ikea.
Yeah. You.
Pon.
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 P-O-N. Pon.
Okay. Okay. I think we got this. Hopefully they're chill.
Okay.
Kind of nervous. Kind of nervous about this gate stuff.
All right. Well, what groups are going to go to the Western Gate? What groups are going to go to the Eastern Gate? Or is that falling through to fall behind Yoi?
Oh,
I think we're doing two groups in the south and one group in the
east.
west. East.
East, because at worst, I can say I was coming from Ellis Ero, and met Yoy on the road, if need be.
You know, who has my other earring? Is that still you?
I think I have that, yeah.
They do.
If you come across any trouble, and I believe that we're going to get there before you, just let me know and I will meet you guys at the gate.
You shouldn't get there before us.
No? Are we going to the further one?
Yeah,
You're
we're going around the city to the eastern gate because
Oh, dear God.
you and I
Okay.
are more likely to be able to get in after dark.
That does check. That does check. Okay. Well, let me know if you have trouble anyways, and then we will figure it out from there.
Hopefully it's fine.
Hopefully it's fine.
It'll be fine.
And let us know if you get arrested.
Arrested?
Oh, did you get? You're carrying the Inquisitor's fucking
Oh,
shit
yeah.
with you.
I am carrying the Inquisitor's gear.
Probably
Is
yeah.
it out
throw
of
it away.
character? Is it hidden enough, or are we? Is it
So-
like balls out to the wall? That's the
the-
Inquisitor's gear.
The actual armor is fairly well. I would have probably like added it with extra tarp essentially to keep it from rattling. The sword is a little bit more difficult to hide. Could I maybe have like the tines of the trident stick to the... maybe try and
Jacob.
paint it just being the trident in there?
Jazz, were you going to say something to me?
I was, but if you want to answer him first, go ahead.
I mean, it is a thing to do. There is still a chance that it is an interesting thing because, you know, it's the blade of the greatsword is wider than a trident staff. And so it depends on whether they take notice of it or not. But you could absolutely poke the trident out of the top and just kind of tighten it down.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I need to. I have a couple of questions.
Please?
Can I cast prestidigious?
Prestidigitation.
That's yep, that word. Can I cast that to make the armor look very just tarnished metal? That way, it's not very noticeable.
So the big things about the armor is, one, it is already wrapped up, and
Yep.
I do believe that prestidigitation is an instantaneous spell, so it wouldn't last.
Okay.
By the time you guys have actually gotten there, even if you would cast it right before guards started talking to it, it would fade away during the conversation, and so it would not be helpful in that regard.
Okay.
So,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
I do have a comment on prestidigitation. So
Please.
the wording of the spell states it as either cleaning an item or soiling it.
Mm-hmm.
So, to me at least, logic would state that if the cleaning is permanent, so too should the soiling be.
Gotcha. The big thing
make-
is you
make sense?
instantaneously clean or soil an object no longer than 1 cubic foot. There is multiple pieces of armor on there, and it still does say duration up to 1 hour. So I would say if you guys want to ride up and then work on prestidigitation, something that you're going to wrap up, you're welcome to. But yeah, that can be one of your plans.
Hold on though, because I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure that I have the spell. I'm trying to find it because I feel like I read it just the other day. Now I can't freaking find it. It's the spell that like makes it look different. Like it, like for like when you're selling something, you can like up its value or lower it based off of like the spell.
Distort value.
Yeah, but I don't see it on my stuff, so maybe I don't.
You might not.
Did you prepare it for the day?
Are we gonna be there tonight?
Yeah, you're going to be there in like an hour. The rut is extremely close to Forbell.
Yeah. No, I don't even see it, so I don't even think I have it. I think it might be a higher spell than what I...
It's a first level spell.
It is? Yeah, I don't have it. Not me.
Alrighty. Well, unless if there's another plan from you, Yoi.
Nah.
All right. Then let's kind of cement in here the groups going. Is it just Glairun and Yoi going to the Eastern Gate? And then the rest of you are doing south?
I think so.
Alrighty. So,
Yeah, I guess so.
slightly off the beaten path of the rut leading to the southern gate of Forbell, the group is going to split into 2 teams. One of the members, Glairun and Yoi, possessing both the sword and armor of the Inquisitor, with a couple tricks up their sleeves to try and make it seem less suspicious. The other 4, Ophelia, Aelin, and Valden, heading straight to the southern gate, where they can beat the end of the sunset and hopefully not be taken too much advantage of by the entry port of the capital city. For the people that are not doing a wide berth, we're going to start with you guys.
Can this journey count as a short rest for me?
No, because short rest would need to be an hour, and you guys are going to spend 20 minutes.
Why does it have to be an hour? All right, you guys have fun. I can't help you with anything ever. Because I can't regain my spell slots.
Okay, hopefully we don't need your help.
Yeah, hopefully you don't.
Hopefully.
I'm going to the mute dimension. Goodbye.
Is Aelin carrying any of the armor?
I believe the armor's all going with Glairun. I believe Glairun has all of it.
Okay.
So, the 4 of you don't have any of it.
Good.
All right. As you guys move, kind of trot silently along the edge of the rut, could I get perception checks from the group?
Oh, I love a good perception.
We do love good perception checks.
Do I have
Very good perception. Very good perception,
disadvantage because of the sun or no?
Remember, because of how long it's waited, even though it's come with the complication of Forbell potentially not letting you guys in, you don't have disadvantage on stuff, and you did not during the fight either.
Okay.
Just because it's so late in the
21.
day. 21.
I had a 21 as well. I had a 21 as well.
Ooh.
I got a 20.
Nice. Well,
Damn.
all 3 of you seem to be on guard as your heads kind of, even as you kind of have the conversation between and Ophelia about how Ophelia is a bit drained and as a result going to be a bit useless if anything happens, with the retort of, well, hopefully nothing happens. Each of your ears kind of stand up, almost stand on edge in acknowledging the steady rhythmic sound of hoofbeats galloping and getting closer. You can hear it coming from the north.
Great.
What would you like to do?
Can we see them? Not yet, right?
You can't see them yet. You just hear them.
I'm just gonna. I'm getting off the road. I'm moving off the road,
Okay.
and hopefully I can move far enough that they can't see me from there.
All right.
It's probably a good call. Yeah. I will I'll follow in suit and kind of lead the horse off.
Okay. All of you kind of move off, kind of skirting and distancing yourself from the rut for a little bit, as eventually this kind of torrential, thundering sound of galloping horses, you can hear several, a number that none of you can quite track how many, just because it's lost in the cacophony of sound against hardened dirt, as you can hear this all just race past you. It becomes louder, louder, quieter, quieter. You don't know how many or who exactly moved past you, but you've elected not to find out. It's a little bit easier that way. Onward to the southern gate, then.
I guess. I don't think we should now.
Well, they won't, Yeah, I mean, we have to, though.
It's up to you all.
We can't all pivot to the other one.
Let me know if you change your mind, otherwise you're heading towards the southern gate. It's the decision for you four.
Yeah.
One thing I'm definitely going to do is I'm going to change into my blue dragonborn form.
Okay.
And I'm going to switch out tiefling papers out of the for the blue dragonborn papers out
Okay.
of the secret pocket. And hope for the best.
Understandable. As you all continue onward, about 10 more minutes go until you can see the small wisping columns of smoke that don't delineate large fires like the ones you set on the burning cart earlier, but more of chimneys rising from a city, the small bit of smoke that is collected into larger bits that hang over as collections of people gather and unanimously light fires to keep themselves warm as the night begins to drift in. A wall starts to be seen in front of all of you, as well as a looming mountain, kind of preoccupied by the ruts and the scattered woods, the rolling hills. You've all not been paying too much attention until it looms out of the small elven-made clouds of smoke of Alinar Oren at nighttime. A large southern mountain that those of you more experienced would know as the Jewel of the North Mountain, that denotes the structure of the city. As you all kind of step forward, you can see towers that line an intricate and beautiful gate. Metallic bars that look like they can be dropped in the event of any issue in an instant. And torches lining, kind of dotting the walls where you can see guards patrol the top layers. And then more torches near the bottom where you can see a collection of guards are gathered around the entrance. The entrance itself seems mostly uneventful, although recently stirred might be a good word to use, as more people than you'd expect to be guarding a place seems to have gathered at the southern gate, but it looks like a crowd that is a crowd of guards that look like they've lost the kind of buzz to attract them all to one place, and look to be mostly filtering back to their posts. But there are a couple that still look southward And you can expect already spotted the four of you as soon as they come into sight of you all. Would you like to approach?
Honestly, not really, but what else is there to do?
You've muted yourself if you wanted to say something, Aelin.
This guy, the guard who got away, the soldier who got away knows what I look like.
Yep.
So there could be beef. There's gonna be beef.
This is up to you all.
Did you not cover your face?
Oh, no.
No.
I don't think I did. No.
Couple people did.
Okay.
Aelin was not one of them.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You know, I
Still the
kind of
battle,
agree
you
with
know,
them. If you
across the
do
person
shady things, it makes you look shady.
Yeah.
It's all about confidence. But I'm in the bag, so.
Yeah, right.
All four of you have an opinion. You've just kind of stopped, kind of pulled the three horses to a hold as Valden, Aelin, and Ophelia kind of look at the southern gate. You can see the pricks of light of the torches lining both the top and bottom of the walls.
Yeah. We won't make it to one of the other gates by nightfall, though. I mean, if we need to get in tonight, this is our shot.
Let's try.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
Let's
too.
go for it.
I got tricks up my sleeve. I could theoretically get out of a standard prison cell, but we'll cross the bridge if we get there. Not that I want to be another runaway.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
The four of you approach as a group, and when you're about 50-ish feet away, you can see one of the guards kind of puts up their hand almost to hail you over as the three of you kind of divert your horses to favor that side of the road. You can see at the current moment there is approximately 4 guards at the bottom section. And as the more acute of you kind of glance upward at the structures, although there are windows, like small windows, that would obscure the actual amount of people, you do see half a dozen lights kind of moving back and forth in there. And these aren't rooted in one spotlights. These lights are steadily drifting near what you'd assume floor level would be, indicating that those are possibly individuals watching from above.
Okay.
As the guard kind of hails you over, what business do you have in the capital? Kind of looking between the three of you on direct horseback, seeing who will provide an answer.
We've come to do business with Yoi Chivery, the daughter of Pone Chivery.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, dude, that is so far from my MO. It's not even funny.
How the fuck did you
Did I
bomb?
watch it?
Yeah, you did.
Wait, don't roll that. Don't roll that.
Are you
Don't roll
kidding?
that. Don't roll that. Don't roll that. Don't roll
I
that.
did the pronunciation in my thing. Whatever, man.
I'm providing help. I'm giving you advantage, and I'm saying, that, we had, previously run into her in Alinor Orin, and we're, hoping to, see all of the, fuck, I can't think. All the, fabrics that, so that we could better choose what we want to commission from her.
I'll allow it. You get advantage on the persuasion.
Okay.
I was
Man.
close.
Can't win.
All right, I
Can't
like
win.
out
Well,
of character.
the other one was fine. It was 13 is the best I got.
13.
Just a rest. Just a rest.
You just put your arms forward. Just, here you go. Here you go. As they kind of look up and down at the three of you as one of you's just in a bag. You got papers?
Yeah. I'm going to hand them the Blue Dragonborn's papers.
All right. Watch as he kind of looks them over, looks at you, and looks down at the paper again. All right. Kind of nods to himself. Okay. The other two, you have papers?
No, they were stolen on the road on our way here.
You make a deception check.
It's best if best if you don't ask about that one. 8?
8.
Man. Just turn us away, dude. We'll go to the next town. I got no business in Forbo anyway.
Kind of looks you. Goes, stolen, huh? Ah. He kind of looks back to the kind of tower. Looks back at the group of you. You can see him thinking something, but you're not quite sure what. You can see that the road might be a bit dangerous for someone of your experience. I don't blame you for not being able to hold on to your own papers. Tell you what, for fee, I could approve a temporary paper for you to get into the capital. Call it my good deed for the day.
And how much would this temporary
5 gold
paperwork-
pieces. I'll get you your
think we can
paper.
make that work? I'll pull out 5 for, I guess for myself. Is it obvious Ophelia's out of the bag, like head sticking out?
Ophelia's hiding. They haven't said anything.
Okay.
They haven't tried to
Sorry,
cast
I'm
any spell.
Brother, I'm hiding. I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
You pull out, and as he's kind of taking, like, he very quickly takes these gold pieces. As he does, he kind of, like, not, but leans forward a little bit and just kind of looks at Valdin and just, and what about you? Do you need temporary papers as well?
I mean, if we're doing good deeds, I think I would love some.
All right. Just pay the price and I've got you covered. 5 gold pieces for temporary papers.
Yeah, this guy's just scamming me, but it's fine. It's fine.
Are you paying 5?
Yeah.
All right.
How How much are normal papers? I feel like 5 gold pieces for temporary papers, that's like expensive.
Oh,
They're not
what an
temporary.
interesting,
They're definitely not.
what an interesting observation.
Sorry, I'm not even there, but like I want to know.
No, like that's what I'm saying. I think he's. I mean, it's better than.
Given the
I mean,
circumstances,
of
just
course
let him rob
he
us.
Of course he is supporting us a little bit. No fucking
Oh, yeah.
shit. Just pay the price.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I
Poor,
give him
poor,
my
poor
money.
suspicious people.
It's either
Poor
that or
suspicious
we
people.
fucking die.
As
Yeah, pretty much.
he takes
I'm
the
similar,
two
yeah.
collections of gold and kind of filters it. You can see he almost like with his right hand kind of sets it down in his satchel, and with the other hand he almost like mines over his stomach of looking at something, and then like kind of nods to himself. Right. And he kind of turns over his left shoulder and waves at the other three. These ones have papers. They're good to be let through. And he turns back, and you can see this kind of almost like the beginnings of a smirk across his face. Welcome to the capital.
Thank you, my kind sir.
Gestures
Carry on.
for the three of you to carry on.
Carry on we shall.
All right. The three of you, with a fourth stowaway, intentional stowaway, but still stowaway, step into the city of Fort Bell. You guys have a little bit of time, about half an hour before the other two are scheduled to actually get to their gate. If there's anything you'd like to do as you kind of step into the southern section at the foot of this mountain, you can see that the city itself is on like layers, basically, as they're moving up and climbing up the mountain until you see almost near the top, beginning to be obscured by whether it be clouds or smoke. It's a little bit hard to tell with the light rapidly disappearing, but a large, beautiful structure that can still be seen kind of glistening from the top, that is the meeting place for all of the council members for the Republic of Usapait. You guys have about half an hour. If there's anything specific you'd like to do besides wait for the other two members of the party, let it be known.
I think we should just find a place, like a tavern right now while we're waiting. And I can
Yeah, I
just
agree.
say... I probably shouldn't say anything until we hear from Yoi. But we
Yeah,
should
let's
find
find a tavern.
somewhere to live. Or to stay.
All right. You guys... Mhm.
Can Yoi figure out by timing that they have likely made it to Fort Bell?
Just give me a little bit of a intelligence check. We'll see if you've got a good internal clock.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Someone's rolling digital dice.
No, I'm rolling real dice. I just
Did you just hit your
slammed my
computer with your
because I have my stuff pulled up. What am I rolling for?
intelligence?
Intelligence.
DC 10.
Yeah, that's right, June. We're doing intelligence.
22. I know exactly.
You
where
know,
they're at
it's-
all
it's
times in my brain.
Almost crazy. There's like maybe you've gotten through the gate for about like 25-30 seconds. I assume Yoi is contacting them.
Yeah. Yoi's going to
Oh.
in the go ahead. Go ahead.
If you go through that, if you call us now and then go through that gate and get fucking arrested, you can't call us.
I'm not getting fucking arrested.
You're home,
Me
dude.
not getting
All right.
arrested.
I
All right,
am
I'm not
carrying all of
coming
the
to look.
Inquisitor shit.
If you get arrested, I'm not coming to look for you because I won't know.
You're
Danger
getting
alert's
nana
going off,
nana
though.
boo booed.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not. Look,
You can nana
I
nana
will
boo
gladly throw
fucking
Glavin
jail.
under the bus, but I'm not getting arrested.
So appreciated. Thank you so much.
Hubris to
Anyways.
rival the fiends of
Damn.
the underworld. All right. If you want to,
I
make a
realized-
call, you're welcome to.
Well, I just realized that I didn't give them any information about anywhere to
You did
go,
not.
and I don't think. Yeah, and
Yeah, we're screwed.
I don't think any of them know where my family shop is, because they could always stop there, and I don't think you even mentioned that they could stop there if they needed to as a meeting point.
Well, we're adults. We'll ask a tavern owner.
All right.
The tavern owners don't know that we lied our way in, telling them that we're doing business with you guys and that we should know where it's at. We'll be okay.
You're right. Anyways, sounds good. I won't be making the call then.
All right. No phone call is made. So, I take it you all have a plan then? What are you looking
Find
for?
the middlest tavern we can find, I think.
All right, make an investigation check. Any of you can make it. I assume Ophelia might not want to make it because that would require them poking their head out, but
15.
I can go through the
I'm
spider.
bringing out the evil dice that always does me wrong. The flattest 10 you've ever seen.
You should.
I'll give it
I was
a go.
gonna say for the middest tavern, you should grab your middest dice.
Yeah, this one
I'll give it a
this
go.
one only hits good once a year.
I won't
It's
mind.
Are you
crazy.
that.
telling
It's
me
a
you're trying to
D&D
figure out the
brain.
middest tavern by just looking at them?
You would think, but that's not how you find the best stuff.
Yeah, we're looking for I don't know. I never mind. I don't have a good joke in the
the
pipe
mid
right
tavern.
I also got a 10.
All right. Well, the four of you spread out, look around. Eventually, kind of as a group, you kind of point out just basically any tavern, and it's a little interesting to note because you just stayed on the first kind of ring, as it's almost turned into rings where like there's the lowest section at the foot of the mountain, and then there's a ring where staircases kind of three-pronged throughout the city get up to the next layer that has been kind of pulled into the mountainside, where then there's another layer pulled in and it continues upwards. You kind of sees a place that denotes a tavern, and looking for a mid place, it seems is going to be a little bit hard because all of the buildings do look nice. The nicest buildings that you were seeing in Alinar Orin are looking like the lowest of the classed buildings in Forbell. Everything at this place looks like it has a sense of artistic capabilities, some bit of money put into it, some bit of history. Everything looks historic, preserved, or artistically made for beauty in this city. And as a result, the place that you find is an inn called Reality's End. A beautiful spot that, as it kind of looks kind of natural, this beautiful stained wood on the outside, a little bit of metallic paneling over the front. Through the windows itself, it looks like it almost shifts or hazes, and you're not sure if this is a interesting arcane effect that has been bought and approved by the city, or just a odd optical illusion. But it looks I don't want to say fun, but it's definitely an interesting theme to the inn.
What was that inn's name?
Reality's
Reality's
End.
End.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to call Yoi. I'm joking.
I swear to God.
Go
I
through
swear
all
to
that
God,
just to
if
call
you
Yoi.
call Yoi right now.
I'm calling Yoi. Have you
Alright.
heard of this place?
Uh,
Is this a good place?
With you guys beginning to find that spot, we're going to swap over. Since you guys were exploring the first layer of the city, we're going to swap over to our other group that is has seen the mountain of the Jewel of the North in the distance for a while now, kind of kept to the west of your horses as you guys are making a wide berth to the eastern gate. Unless if there's anything that the two of you would like to talk about, you are now beginning to come into sight of the eastern gate. This beautiful, once again, metallic gate that looks like it can close at the ease of those operating it, with a mighty, but yet still elegant and beautiful wall scouring both northward and southward on the compass rose.
I do want to get our story straight before we go in.
I was going to say the same exact thing. If they decide to search us and they find that armor, what do you want to say? I have a good idea in my brain that sounds semi-relate like something that could be for real, but I don't know about you.
So, the first question I have is, did you know of Creed before Eleanor Oren?
No, absolutely not. He said he has come to Fort Bell multiple times, and he was even ordained here, and I had never heard of him.
DM, would I know how familiar in Ellis Earl specifically, because that's where I'm from, how familiar, or basically how familiar the guards there are with Inquisitors, for example?
Unless
by name and look?
Unless if the guard had personally known them, Inquisitors are more like a title of someone. Of if you hear that a general is moving through, the people in higher positions, such as the lord of a town, might know them, especially if they're assigned to their city for a manner of time, but the actual guards would just know them as Inquisitor. Inquisitors also come in generally a wide array of kind of different looks. The only actual thorough bit of them is the unique type of the unique color of crimson that they use. That is something that's been set aside to denote Inquisitors, and allegedly they have a way to identify themselves to city officials, although you've never seen an Inquisitor identify themselves.
Okay.
Inquisitors have been around for as long as you've been alive, but they are relatively new in the history of Usapait, as they've been created within the last half century.
Okay. So, if you are willing to tarnish up the armor a little bit, what I can do is, I guess the other question I have for you, Yoi, is, does your army, or does your family, are they generally pretty known for making and selling magical items as well? I know you have some experience with it, but just generally?
Yes, my entire family's business revolves around magical items and magical garb, so it wouldn't be out of the question for magical armor, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, so basically my idea is that I am traveling in from Ellis Ero to meet with your family to inspect some magical items that we recently came across.
And is that
Um,
if they search your horse, or is that the story we're
So-
going with right off the bat?
That is the story I'm going with right off the bat.
Oh, Lord.
I
Okay.
have papers for me being allowed to like do things such as that. Or at least for having a magical item or two, and I can say that part of the reason I'm in the city is to get them registered as well.
Okay.
Once I know what they actually do.
Okay, I think that would work. Jacob, is that a believable story?
That's up to you.
Is that something that I think in my knowledge of
Dungeon Master, is that a DC 10?
Did you
Dungeon
master?
Master, is that a DC harder than 5?
Is that a DC harder than 5? It very well might be.
DM, is that within the law?
In just general, yes. For the specific items that you're bringing in, that might be a little bit more contentious. You know, if they realize what they are.
Right. I'm betting that normal ass town guards are not going to know what they're looking at any more than we would.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't wash the rest of the armor, did we? We only
No.
washed the breastplate.
So on our way over, I can pull out the bits of armor, because each casting of prestidigitation only takes, 6 seconds. So we can clean that on our way over, if you'd like, and then tarnish it when we get close enough.
Can I tarnish it not by casting that spell, but by dirt itself? Is that something I can do?
I mean, you
Just
can
dirty it up.
I mean, you can rub dirt on it. That's in the realm of stuff you can do. That's perfectly fine.
I can do that in my dice game?
In your dice game, you pick up dirt and you put it on something. Crazy.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Will it
We're in.
actually tarnish? Like, will it give it the like a look of tarnishing though, or is it just like?
I mean, the armor is
Dirt on
magical,
sparkle,
and
you
you're
know.
very experienced with magical armor. Magical armor doesn't scratch easy. You know? It's a little bit more resistant.
Yeah, I get you. Okay. Can I, out of curiosity, with the breastplate, because there's that stone set there.
Yeah.
Can I take it out?
You try to kind of... First, you guys unravel the breastplate. You can see that gem kind of set in the center of the plate, and you try to just kind of just pull on it a little bit, and it doesn't seem to move easy. You wouldn't just be able to pop it out.
Dang.
It would have to be forced in some way.
Can I see how it is being held into the armor?
It does look to be set into a bit of the metal. The metal does rise up to kind of encase it. It's not just sitting on top of it. If there's something adhering it underneath, you wouldn't be able to see because it's blocked from the edges.
Can I take... let me check my inventory real quick. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff.
Crazy.
Is there anything that would be in the weaver's tools or alchemist supplies that would be able to go under almost like a crowbar and lift any side of the inset?
I don't believe so. I'll double check.
Yeah, I'm gonna also pull that up. But James, if you're doing anything, I'm gonna look this up. RQ.
What pack did you start with? Because you
No.
might just have a crowbar.
You've got thread, needles, scraps of cloth, and then you've got a pestle and mortar for the. None of those are quite useful.
Not
I may
quite
have a
useful.
crowbar. Let me check and see.
Like
Do you have a
Iron
crowbar?
Explorer's
I'd love
map.
to try.
like
I
the
didn't start with a
adventurer,
pit.
the Dungeoneers
not.
pack, something like that.
I
No
started
crowbar.
with Weaver's tools.
That's okay. I do want to hand off the alchemist fire to you because it's more likely for you to have it than I would.
Oh, okay.
So you'll have 2 vials of that.
Nice. Let me put that in my equipment so I don't forget.
I am going to dump out all 34 red pittons and the hammer.
Good call.
I'm just going to leave them over here.
Skyrim eating 54 cheese wheels ass animation.
Just a stack of pittons on the ground.
They just pop
Supposed to
out of
be
you like
purple
confetti.
stuff, yeah.
Just ding bong.
Just because that would be a little bit weird to just have. I
kept
think.
the hammer
Oh no, I
in the
do have a crowbar on me. I stole Aylin's crowbar.
Brother, I know you have my crowbar.
Thief. Stop.
I was gonna say I have a crowbar, but then I don't.
You do not have a
I,
crowbar.
I have your.
All I have is Ophelia.
It's been
Want to
repurposed.
try the crowbar? Feel free.
You're
Real.
repurposing me? Again?
Sorry. Yeah, I need my crowbar back. You can take this thing. Ophelia.
Make 51 wisdom saving throws.
Trade offer.
I
Would
received
you
my
allow Yoy
crowbar.
to try and lift, or do you want to do it?
Try and like pry it out.
Mhm.
I'll let you try and pry it out while Glarin gets de-armored.
Okay. Jake, can I try and pry it out?
Please make a athletics check. You do not
many
get
wisdom saves am I
advantage
gonna have
because
to
it
make
is
after
not.
this?
You do not get advantage because it is not the intended tool to do this. But it does allow you to make the check.
And what did you say it was?
Athletics.
Well, I got a natural 20 for a total of 20 because I am not athletic.
All right. That's gonna break your heart.
Oh man, there's a bigger DC than a 20, ain't it?
As you push and you feel you're kind of pulling at it. I appreciate it, June. Thank you. You're pushing down, and as you kind of slit, you feel this force, and you're like, it's gotta give way, and then you just feel no pressure, and for half a second you convince yourself, I've got it, and then you realize that your face is rocketing towards the ground, and the crowbar sticks in the soft dirt as it is just slipped straight off. It seems that this is hard set in there and is not able to be removed. You gave it a very good try,
Oh,
though.
so it's like
It's in there.
smithed in there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It appears to be so.
Shit. I wanted to pull out the stone just in case it was, because it's obviously got to be the most prominent part, right?
It is. Oh,
So,
it's
like,
it's smack dab in the center.
Have an idea.
All right. Well, I'm not able to get this out, but if we're able to transport it to the workshop, I might be able to have somebody try.
I have an idea for that. It seemed like the armor was cringing away when I was smiting Creed. I do have a smite left. Do you want me to try and smite with the crowbar to try and break the gem out?
Smite it out. Smite out the gem.
You think that might be a viable option?
JC, looking at this with my arcane knowledge of this, would it work?
This, at the point of what this has done and what you've experienced it done, what has been done around it, you can very confidently say you have no idea what the result of that would be.
Damn. Okay. Do you want to try?
I mean, what's the worst that happens?
I mean,
I
I
break the
think
crowbar?
that you might break the crowbar. I'm also curious if the stone is the life force itself of the armor. So maybe taking it out would do something.
Like depower it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a go. So to be clear, until I get a solid hit on the armor, I will not charge the smite into the crowbar.
You're not
Because I
channeling
can
a smite?
So I can choose to do the smite after the hit, yes?
Yes, you can.
So essentially, until I get a solid hit in there, I'm not going to channel the smite into the crowbar, if that makes sense.
Okay. So
I'm just gonna try and aim for like the edge of where the gem meets up with the metal and just try and jam the crowbar in there as hard as I can.
all right. Since the crowbar is technically prone, you get advantage.
Nice. The crowbar is prone? Let's go.
No, the are you hitting it with the armor?
No, you said crowbar.
Oh, my bad.
I get an 18 on the dice. Plus, am I proficient with crowbar?
It is an improvised weapon, which I believe you do add your proficiency to.
Okay, so that will be a 24.
Okay. That will definitely hit.
I will pump the smite.
All right. Roll me some damage.
What is it for the crowbar?
The crowbar is 1d4.
1d4. Do I get extra d8? Is the armor undead?
You do not.
Okay. Bad. So 1d4 and 2d8. I did roll pretty good for the divine damage. So, or for the divine damage, is that what it's called? I don't remember.
The divine damage. Radiant damage.
Radiant damage. It's 14 radiant, and then 1 of whatever the crowbar does.
All right. The crowbar damage. Give me the radiant damage one more time. I was laughing at you calling it divine damage.
14.
14. Okay. As you kind of set it, and almost like someone setting up a golf swing of just like prepping, of like going here, going here, going here, adjusting your grip. And then in both hands, you swing above your head and down as you watch this thoom of light. Boom! You hear this ping of metal on metal. And as this light kind of temporarily blinds you for a moment, your vision returns to you as you can feel a little trail of smoke coming up from the half of the crowbar that you are still holding.
Damn. Sorry, Aelin, you're not getting your crowbar back.
Oh shit.
You owe me.
No mark on the armor?
No mark on the armor.
Jesus.
That is a shame.
Big ol' shame. That's okay. We can figure something out when we get there.
For now, let's just rub some dirt in the armor, I guess.
Rub some dirt on it. Oh,
Dirty it up.
can I prestidigitation. Ah, fucking God, Jesus, dude. I can't fucking pronounce that goddamn word. Anyways, can I please do that to just the gem? Ooh, ink gem.
You just see like a small sheen go over the gem. Yeah, you make it appear a little bit less lustrous.
Awesome.
I guess I'll wrap everything back up, patting it like I did before, and then Do you want to tarnish some of the sword as well?
Yeah. Do you prefer the hilt or the blade?
The blade, for sure.
All right. I'm going to tarnish the blade then.
Sounds good. The blade goes from this glorious piece of slightly nicked metal to a desolate hunk of iron as the shine disappears completely from it.
Wait, question.
Mm-hmm.
The blade is nicked?
It does have a small nick near the tip of it.
I do an Arcana check to see if it's actually magical.
Sure.
Crazy pull.
It's a 2.
You have no idea.
Oh.
You've never
Alright.
taken too much time to look over magic items beforehand and as such don't know the identifiers quite yet. What would classify as one?
Understandable.
So, with that preparation under your belts, are you approaching the eastern gate?
Can we swing out about half a mile so we're not, like, coming onto the path right in front of the gate? Like, I want to be out of view of the tower, of, like, the gate guards, essentially.
Easy enough. Adds a little bit more time, but time that keeps you, what should we say, a little bit more safe. And
Further separated.
eventually, you guys see the gate come back into view with the guards. Again, small pinpricks of light that are more punchy, as in because the night has fully fallen and the only illumination you guys are getting is through the small bit of moonlight that is beginning to poke through the smoke and clouds. Are you approaching?
You ready, Yoy?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right. You two approach, and you can see a collection of guards. There's about 5 below, and plenty of lights shifting from the wall above you. As you check out this, wall over top, the first kind of guard that is closest to you, a elven individual with many features on his face kind of obscured by the torch that he's holding, kind of steps up, kind of holds a hand. Approach. And the two of you step closer.
Do I recognize either of
Yep.
them, or either of them recognize me, or is that not a thing?
As of right now, you do not appear to recognize these men. You
Okay.
you never spent too much time interacting with the town guard in Forbell. You were interacting more with the merchants, and as such,
Yeah,
there's
makes sense.
not too likely of a chance that you'd see recognize a random person. At the same time,
That's
he does not seem to know you off the bat.
Okay. Yoi will approach first unless Glarin is ahead of her. So interrupt me if you need to, James.
Oh, you're good. Fire away.
Okay, great. Yoi's going to step forward, provide her guild letter, and say, Yoi Chavri of Cupid's Needle, I'm here to return back home.
He looks at your paper. You can see his eyes kind of looking down, kind of fiddles through the page, looks over your shoulder at Glarin. Oh, is this one with you?
Yes.
He nods to himself. Make me a persuasion check real quick, Yoi.
I had to run away because my baby was screaming. Give me like 10 seconds.
You're all good.
It's so great that she's hitting us with like the na 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 na. Like it's gonna make, like I can't like. Forbid one of us die, and like she unmutes her mic to have this heartfelt moment over, oh I don't know, Ophelia's body, and the baby just starts blowing raspberries. I would lose my mind. It would
21
be-
for persuasion.
21.
Yes.
He looks at you. He's got the letter in one hand, the torch in another. All right then. Hands the paper back. You go on your way. Have a good night.
Thank you, and to you as well. Come, Glaren.
Lyran will follow.
As the two of you pass by, no call gets kind of made from the guard. The two of you just kind of walk by, and they seem to pay you little to no mind. As you step through the eastern gate, and the city, the capital city of Forbell, welcomes you.
All right, Yoi will make the call. We're calling. Yoi's going to take her earring, and Intuit made it through the gate with no issue. Where are you currently staying?
Right.
We are at the end of reality, reality's end, something like that.
All right. Yoi will look to Glaren and say, how well do you know your way around Forbell? Do I need to take lead?
Has Glaren been to Forbell before?
You've been to Forbell before. It's the equivalent of a city that you've been to, but you've never like been by yourself. You've always had someone with you, whether it was a guide or a bodyguard or even like a family member. And so you've been to places. I would even dare say you could roll to remember certain spots that you've been to, but you don't know the city like the back of your hand like Yoi would. Not by any extent.
Your city, you lead.
All right. And Yoi will lead Glaren to Reality's End. How close is Reality's End to Cupid's Needle in relation? Is it pretty close by, or is it going to be quite a ways away? Because Yoi's not staying in the same inn.
It's a little bit of a walk. The Cupid's Needle is on the third layer, and Reality's End is on the first. So
Okay.
you would still have like a bit of a walk, and it would be a walk up the staircases to the new layers. So adding about like, I'd say a 20-minute travel by walking.
Mm-hmm.
And basically you can half that by trotting with a horse. Although generally riding a horse, especially up the levels, like running with it to cut time is generally looked down upon. So I would be very conscious of that 20-minute time that would take to go back and forth.
Right.
This is a proper city, Yoi. You know that.
Well, yeah. But okay, so under the assumption that they have either already paid for rooms or not. If they have not paid for rooms already, is it possible to take them to the shop to have them stay in the guest room? Not a lot of beds. I think there's like probably 3 or 4, but I don't know if that is something that would be okay.
It's whether you think that your family would approve of it. You are technically training to be guildmaster, so you have more sway than you would normally, or in the
Yeah.
past. Another
Mhm.
thing is, as far as you know, those guest rooms aren't being filled, but there is always a chance that a last-minute merchant or business partner has come in and is using at least one, if not multiple, of your 3 guest rooms.
And due to Yoi basically trying to take over the guild, any inns that would be near the guild, would she have any sway over price cuts?
Basically deals that have been cut from previous bits. Anything on the 3rd layer, there'd be subject to a price cut on their fees. But the 3rd layer is where higher end stuff starts to come and accumulate. So theoretically, it would still be cheaper to be on the 1st layer of inns for
Right.
prices than it would be on the 3rd layer for a price cut. It's the difference of like paying full price for a $20 meal versus getting a 50% discount on a $200 meal. It's still more expensive.
Right. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. We'll see how it goes down when we get there. But yeah, I guess Yoi's just gonna start leading Glare into reality's end for now.
Cool.
All right. As the time kind of gets in that function, as you guys have, the group of 4 has spent a good amount of time combing through that 1st layer. You guys haven't necessarily bought rooms to the inn yet, and are kind of deciding on how you want to approach it. You can see that there's a spot to tie up the horses. Maybe you're taking care of the horses at this point when you hear the approaching hoofbeats of 2 additional horses, and you, the 4 of you, kind of look over and can see the forms of Yoi and Glairun.
I'm glad to see we all made it past. Is Ophelia still with you? I'd imagine she's just sleeping, right?
Oh yeah, she's just in the bag.
Not arrested, put in a cell. That would be worst case.
Well, they don't know she's here yet, so.
Hey, what's the jumping range on a spider?
Be probably like 5 feet of just jumping straight out.
Nah, I'm chilling. I'm in the bag vibing. I'm short
Did you-
resting to the best of my ability.
Did you all already pay for rooms?
No, we thought it best to wait until you arrived.
Okay. Well, you have a few options as far as where you're staying. Here is perfectly fine. In fact, this is probably going to be your better budget option. And it's getting late, so this next couple options is going to be completely up to you. I am trying to decide if I'm going to end up staying here, considering I have a free bed for myself back home. However, it is about 20 minutes from here, so that's still something I'm trying to decide. However, this would end up being the lower end of the places to stay. I know of somewhere that's kind of in the moderate cost and has maybe a bit more amenity. And then I also know somewhere of high class. And I know that we're trying to lay low. But I also think that this might be too low, if you know what I mean.
Hearing high class in the bag, you do hear Ophelia speak up. How high class?
Jacob, how high class?
Well, considering this is too low for us, we've stayed in worse places. I don't think this is all that bad.
I'm not saying that it's like not to our standard. What I'm
That is
saying
what
is, if guards come looking for someone laying low, they might come here.
Well,
We do
you
have
took
ac-
all my money gambling, so I think you should just use all my gambled money and buy us a room then, since you think we're so poor and cheap.
Oh my god.
Why so hostile?
I'm still mad
angry.
about it, Yoy. Okay, I'm still upset
What-
because
what
I don't
is
have any
going
money now,
on?
and you took all my money because I think you were cheating. Okay.
Alden has teeth today. Oh boy.
I mean,
Sorry.
Cody saw my
Sorry.
dice. Cody saw my roll.
What the hell is a Cody?
What does that mean?
Okay, Yoy,
For
uh,
anyway.
I'm sorry. That was out of line.
maybe a little harsh, but Valden does have a
I'm-
point.
I'm
You
No,
did-
he's right, and he should say it.
No,
You
I
did
was
take
just
all of
saying.
our money.
I was just
So
I,
if you can
all
help us
saw
pay
the
for
roll.
rooms,
Jacob,
that would
how
be
much would a room at
appreciated.
How much would a
how
room?
much would a room cost at the Crimson Levy?
The Crimson Levy? Ooh, that's a very high class inn.
I don't want to stay there.
So
Probably at Inquisitors.
the for reference, the Wormwood inn that you have on your list would be the one that would be on the same layer as Cupid's Needle. And
Okay.
the Crimson Levy would be on a layer above it. And
Damn, 4 leg, huh? Okay.
yeah,
Wait, Wormwood sounds less Inquisitory. I like that option.
the Crimson Levy is an exquisite spot. We're talking that is a platinum a night cost for the Crimson Levy.
Damn, I'll have to come back just for one night for myself.
You hear the sound of coins clinking in the bag, baby. It just so happens.
Oh, yeah, put
I'm
those
pretty
down.
sure they call masseuse to your room. Actually, they you have them on speed dial, and they come in with wine just for you.
What
Anyways,
is the price at Wormwood?
Sending Jazz a price list right now.
thank you.
Sure hope so.
You don't know how to live lavishly.
Yoy will say, I do have another free
can say it.
option if you want to come stay at my shop. However, I don't know if there's currently a merchant there, so you would have to wait a moment while I check.
I mean, I can sleep on the floor.
I mean, between the guest bedroom and my sister's untaken room, I'm sure there's enough beds for everybody, but that would also depend on who's there and what is going on. I've been gone for a little bit, so I really couldn't tell you if there's anything going on.
What are we doing standing here? Let's go find out.
Let's go.
All right.
Worst comes to worst, I have my bedroll. Take the floor. Okay.
Is your sister traveling too, or
That is a word for it.
I mean,
That is
that
incredibly
that
vague.
is the word.
did you kill her?
Is
No.
she dead? Is she at war?
Oh no, definitely not at war. She was in line before me to take over. However,
What?
she was whisked away by a man I've never met before. So
Oh,
Did you have her killed?
What?
no.
I would
No.
respect that. That's very cool. It's a very cool
are
thing
you
to do.
sure that you didn't kill her?
Do I look like
That was
I
it was
could
very
do a
common.
murder for hire?
Oh no, I
How
think you did it for free.
I figured you would have done it out of passion.
Yeah,
long
the way
ago
that you
did
you
that
Love of the
happen?
game.
Inquisitor back in the day. Yeah.
You do seem
So
to be
many
the passionate
questions.
sort.
How long ago did that happen? Is that what you asked?
That is what I asked.
Probably about a year or two ago now.
All right.
Was he, you know, Like you.
Like
I know
me.
your parents are kind of picky about that thing.
Oh, he was a elf fellow.
What kind?
That's a great question. I, again, never met him. It was someone that my sister sprung upon us at family dinner. Really just said, hey, by the way.
Where'd
And
they go?
again, no clue.
You don't,
I don't know anything.
Have you heard from her since?
sound like a
No. Unfortunately, Rena,
Why are we going? Why does it sound like we're going to kill?
I kind of want to like look at like Aelin with the eyes. It's like, oh yeah, she's dead. Like we just look at each other and nod slowly.
Yeah. Right. Whisked away in the night.
Whisked
of
away.
course.
well,
I've heard this
I
happen
think that
before.
we had been seeing him for quite a while, just without telling any of us. As I had said before, my parents are very picky about staying within the bloodline. But I do have a name if it rings any bells for anybody.
Go for it.
Only a last name, though. She didn't even tell us his first. Evergard.
Evergard. Yeah, no, I don't know that.
This is where I would put my daughter if I had one.
Is that a
Evergard.
name
Evergard.
I could roll history on?
That is a name that Glairin could in fact roll history on.
Oh.
What?
I do assume I have nothing.
Ophelia would not be rolling on this, unfortunately.
Gotta ask.
Is there
Dirty
any
20,
way that I
baby.
never mind? Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. Baby style.
Yes.
Fuck.
Evergard is in fact a name that you have heard.
yeah.
An interesting fact. It's a name that you've heard your father refer to.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Okay.
And specifically because it's a 20, I'm gonna give you a little bit extra that you might, I think you'll enjoy.
Guys, this is not stuff I know. I gave JC full create. I just want to throw that out there.
I did not fuck this up. I promise. Evergard. As you, it might have been, thanks for unwittingly setting this up. The last history check I had you make during your conversation with Yoi is, who would know an Inquisitor? And the Lords would know an Inquisitor if they so arrived and announced themselves in a city. Evergard, you swear you recall your father recounting that name of someone who had been temporarily assigned to the city about maybe a decade ago. It's an older name. You don't know if they still reside there, but you do know that they were in Alis Iriel at one point.
As an Inquisitor. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir.
Player's just gonna pale. That'll be it. It's fine.
Does Yoi see the paling of Glairin?
Make an insight check. Or yeah, just do that. I don't think he's trying to hide it. He just goes
I may
pale.
try and play it off a little bit, but
Sure.
we'll see.
You can make a perception or deception check. Or performance or deception.
You said what now? What
Insight.
Persuasion? Insight. 18.
18?
That is 12.
12. Yeah, you see him recognize this name.
Yoi's just gonna look at him and her face is gonna fall and go, what?
That's an Inquisitor.
Your family has
Was-
a type, huh?
Who
Oh, so
was
the
Jason
attraction runs in the family. Okay.
in Ellis Erial. I don't know if he's still there. That's where he was.
Not all Inquisitors are bad, right?
Nah, I would think they
Right.
are.
I
I
see.
mean,
Well,
You don't get a position like that by being a nice, good boy.
they are pillars in an unjust system, so. And, you know, I've only met the one and he was evil, so.
And you never met him.
No, I just heard his name in passing.
Okay. Interesting. And how long ago was that?
Like a decade.
Hmm. Okay. I see. Well, maybe he fell from his inquisitorial duties within that decade. Right?
We can only hope.
Fuck. You're like an Inquisitor magnet, huh?
Oh, not purposefully.
It seems to run in the family if her sister was swept away by one, but
On the upside,
Fuck.
She
when we
claimed
go to
she
Ellis
was in
Erial,
love.
Your sister in love, or did she get disappeared?
Well, Jacob, if I could make a roll to try and remember how that conversation at dinner went, did she actually sound happy or did she sound scared?
As
Armed.
you so it's a difficult thing to parse for Yoi, because you know about how your family reacts to outsiders for the family. The people that are employed at the Cupid's Needle are tried and true individuals that have been brought into the fold, and as such, almost in like a an infantile, like childish way, she did breach the subject very, I don't want to say skittishly, but I'm gonna go with skittishly. Very, very guarded, nervous about it, and then when she actually broke, it was almost like a kind of the release of tension that comes when someone takes a step off of a ledge and just lets the fall kind of go over. It's all out in the open, and although she didn't want to say too much, but she was talking about this person who she had been able to get to know and enjoy, and that he had asked for her hand, and as such, she would have to step down from prospective guildmaster, and more of that night got swept away in the kind of justifiable outroar that came from your parents being your parents, and this kind of foray of getting lost in her then again like going back onto Gar to deflect questions, because as you've explained to everyone else, she didn't really give too much details, and then after a bit of time you did get to still see her for a while afterwards, as her parents, every time it was trying to get more information out of her, until one day she left, and it almost comes with a feeling that your parents might have exasperated the situation by continuing to ask her questions that she didn't want to or didn't feel comfortable answering details about him. And then she just picked up and started a new life.
You always just gonna ponder for a second.
I really do think she was happy, though. If I could remember correctly. I'm pretty sure they got married, and then, as I've stated, keeping it in the bloodline. I don't think she could physically take my parents' consistent questioning every time that she decided to come around. So I don't think kidnapping is on the table. However, it was fairly quick.
It just sounds kind of weird. That's all.
It is kind of weird.
On the upside, we can get at least some more concrete dates when we go to El Zero.
All right, well, for now, I guess let's head on over to the workshop and see if there's anything going on. Less coins spent, the better, I'm sure.
I mean, yes, but I don't think you're the one really needing to worry about that.
Look, I offer for you to take your money back. You cannot be so mean to me about it.
Can I give Yoi, or not Yoi, can I give a high five after that one? Or like a fist bump or something?
Fuck it. I'll fist bump your high five.
Oh shit, I love that.
Five shit.
It's crazy. That sounds like something Valdin would say, and like it would make sense, and we just wouldn't know.
That's so real.
It's like, what is this Fae saying? You're saying to me, Tipe Shile? What the hell does that mean? Anyway, I'd like to keep an eye out for it at a general store because I need to booze it up. I've had a rough day.
All right. So you all are heading up to the third layer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If
Ophelia,
Ophelia
don't
tries
you
to buy
got-
alcohol, Yoi is going to stop Ophelia.
Ophelia, don't you got some of those cigarettes?
And? Yes?
Why don't we smoke while we walk? Or while I walk? You not
can,
walk.
You can, I'm not.
I know the fucking better to do.
You're gonna have to reach your hand in the bag to get it, because I'm still, like, kind of hiding right now.
Okay, I'll reach in, for the cigarettes.
All right.
I'm going to assume that, Ophelia just, like, puts them in my hand, but I'm gonna, like, be annoying and shuffle my hand in there a little longer just to piss Ophelia off a little bit.
Careful when you grab it. A lady has to have some secrets now.
I'm not grabbing, I'm just kind of, like, moving my hand and being annoying.
Yeah, you be careful with that hand.
All right.
Put my hand in a bag and look what happened to me.
So, Ophelia, you're keeping an eye open through the crack of the bag for
The spider.
with the spider.
no.
Okay. I was going to give you
I'm-
disadvantage on the check, but the spider can just make a normal perception check.
Oh, that's right, I have a spider.
I'd be looking.
Spider time.
A normal ass spider.
There's nothing suspicious about this spider.
I have a conspiracy theory, but I'm not going to share it.
I don't know about you, but that's a 22.
Nice. As you guys get onto the second layer near the staircase that you always bring you guys up, you do see a interesting spin on a general's goods store called Exquisite Goods, and you can see that it is a trading place where you can get a bunch of different things. You do see through the kind of paned windows of, again, this very nice looking shop. There seems to be a constant here of the stuff, even on the first and second layers, are equivalent to the nicer things that you all saw in Alinar Orin. And you could see these kind of like thick glassed bottles kind of through the store window. This could definitely be a place where you get your fix.
I'm gonna like nudge Aelin through the bag in the direction of the exquisite goods store.
I will kind of split from the gang a little bit and, ooh, hey, let's go check this out a little bit and go in the direction of the exquisite goods store.
As he's doing that, Yoi's gonna grab his cloak before he can even, like, wander off, like a mom grabbing, like, her kid's shirt. And just, what do you think you need there?
I do goods of exquisite taste. When in Rome, do like the Romans.
And what makes you think that I am not able to provide what you need?
Oh, I know what this is. This is really funny.
Okay. Do you have a exquisite goods store in your domain? In your what's the word?
Domicile? Storefront?
Territory. That's the word I'm looking for.
I will have you know that my goods are both exquisite and perfect, okay? Let's go. And she's going to drag him behind her.
I'm counterweighting.
I'll help Yoi drag.
I'll help Ophelia pull the other way.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it's an actual tug of war.
in the city streets.
Valin, your contribution.
Val, are you doing anything, or are you just watching?
I'm reaching for Val to come help.
Hey,
Come here.
any choice I make is a wrong one for somebody.
Val,
You can't make everyone happy. Welcome to your Baldur's Gate decision. Someone will dislike that.
I guess I'll go with and counterbalance.
Yeah.
Valdin, after all of the jokes we've made together.
How could you?
See at the top of the
Val is
screen,
gonna-
Yoi will remember that.
Val is gonna
I will remember
disregard
this.
the comment.
All right. So, we've got I'm trying to decide whether Ophelia matters in this tug of war or not. I'm gonna be honest.
Can Ophelia matter?
There's
but
no
Aelin-
leverage there.
I know,
Physics
that's
says
what I'm
no.
thinking. It's the physics saying.
I think if Ophelia is knocking me off balance, I will naturally be trying to course correct and be falling backwards.
So, I'm gonna say anyone who is pulling towards the store. We've got Aelin, and Valdin, and then the two that are pulling away from the store, which is Glairin and Yoi. I would like a athletics check from each of you.
I'm athletics.
I'm good at athletics.
I like athletics.
Oh
Ooh.
shit, boy.
18.
19.
This is gonna be good. 22.
21.
Oh!
Val, what do you got, Val? Come
This is
on.
gonna be good.
Is Val gonna?
Oh.
Oh, I thought Val was gonna fuck it up. Because it's funny because what I'm doing is I'm taking the generally just the average of the scores and whether they're successful or not. But if someone messed it up, then it would be minused. So technically you guys had more stuff on your side with the 3 people versus the 2 people, but if one of you rolled really low, it would have put you underneath at that point. There is a immediate tug of war. Helminia, I would like you to roll a d20 for me really quick, just to see if something happens.
So that you can roll 2.
11.
11? Okay. A guard does not come and notice.
Oh no! Let go! Damn!
But as you guys grit your teeth and pull in this tug of war for exquisite goods, the team wanting to go towards the store eventually begins to drag the boots of Yoy and Glaeren over towards the exquisite goods store.
As I notice that we're losing,
Uh-huh.
I would like to let go and let them all fall.
I had the exact same thought.
All right, I would like
Perfect.
dexterity saving throws from Val, and Aelin.
You are going to regret this action more than you will know.
Can I assist in this action for Aelin so I don't get crushed in any capacity?
How would you like to try and assist?
I'm gonna have to try to counterbalance the other way now.
Did you say athletic or just dex?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save.
I rolled a 21, but I'm happy to make it more if that's the case.
I'm
I
saying.
mean, if you're fine, you're fine.
I mean, I'm trying to think of a good way that Ophelia could have done anything, but since you're good, I don't need to put the brain power towards it. As you're able to keep your footing,
18.
you're able to keep your footing, Val.
Also 18.
All 3 of you are able to keep your footing as there's a quick bit of unbecoming nature as you guys kind of fan out your arms for a second. You avoid crushing the hidden dark elf in your bag, and the 3 of you are on your feet. Although a dastardly attempt on your balance has been made.
If you're so hard set on going in the store, fine, but at least let me do the bartering. I might be able to get you a cheaper.
At the very least, let us window shop a little bit.
Is the store even
It'll
open?
be quick.
Is the
just
store even
like-
open? It's late.
Oh, it's so funny. It's like 9 o'clock at night and they're closed.
Ye old gas station, man.
You
The old
all
gas-
Right.
you all look, and the lights are on. That's how you could see the bottles through the window. And as Aelin like goes and peers through and window shops, you can see that there is a elven looking individual, this person with like kind of orangish skin, like light brown hair, that is kind of walking back, and you realize that they're walking back from the door with a set of keys, as if like they've just, seeing your guys' interaction, walked over and locked the door before walking back further into the store.
Do I
think they've just
recognize
closed.
the shopkeep?
The owner of the exquisite goods, I'd say just roll me a d20. We'll find out. I'd say for any shopkeeper not on the lair, you just roll a luck check, whether you know them.
That's a 13.
A 13. Where is this individual?
I swear, if you blew up my drink for the evening because you wanted to be a good hostess, I'm using Mage Hand to hold your nose closed while you're sleeping.
I have good stuff at home. You don't need to spend your money.
Well, I was hoping to
What a-
spend your money, but
Yeah, we're spending
fuck.
your money.
That's true. That's true.
Look, let a
Do you
woman
know
drink.
or
Life's been hard for me.
Yes, you do know the owner of this establishment.
If I knock on the door and call out their name, would they hear me?
Most likely they'd hear it like muffled through the glass, but yeah, they'd hear it. They're just walking away.
Yoi's gonna take a deep sigh and walk up to the door, knock on the glass,
and call out the shopkeep's name and ask if they would please open the door for a final sale.
As you kind of knock on the door and say the name of the shopkeeper, Mr. Real, they kind of spin, look, and you see like a flash of kind of recognition kind of crosses his face before he kind of comes over, and kind of you hear the keys in the door as he like kind of opens it just slightly. Miss Chaudhry, is everything all right?
Everything's fine. These are my friends. I'm sorry if we
Oh.
disturbed your shop. We just need a couple of things before turning in for the evening. Would you mind? I promise we'll make it quick.
Kind of looks over. These people are with you.
Yes?
I see. Of course, Miss Chevrolet, you're more than welcome to grab something quickly. What would you need?
Well, will you please get me the bottle of your finest alcohol? And what else did you all need? Was that it?
Let me think quickly, and I'll like step 2 steps back behind a person and whisper into the backpack. What do you need? What do we need here?
We need that pearl while we're here too to identify that armor if they have.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Are there any pearls? Do you have any pearls we can purchase as well?
Isn't this like a liquor store?
It's
an exquisite goods store.
It's a general goods with the name Exquisite Goods.
Got it.
Why didn't you guys mention a pearl earlier? I might even have one at home.
I mentioned a pearl.
Not to yours. Not to you. Not to
DM. Kill her sister.
Oh, that's a
Kill her
Dave.
sister.
Whoa.
You know,
That's
all I can say
crazy.
is it maybe wasn't said specifically to you, but it was in your presence.
It was
No.
said. I said it
No.
multiple times when we were talking about what to do with the armor, but you're lucky I can't yell at you in this store right now. You're lucky I'm incognito right now, or else I would be letting you have it.
And Miss Chauvry, you wanted a full bottle of the finest or a half bottle?
Give me a full, please.
Of course.
Joy, should I ask him for daggers, or are you gonna give me shit about that too?
When have I ever given you shit about asking anybody for daggers? My goodness.
Giving
She always
everyone
daggers.
else shit
She always
for
daggers
asking
at home.
about
Be
stuff,
careful.
right? But asking everyone else stuff about stuff. So like, I'm just.
Are you looking for a specific kind of dagger, or are you just wanting daggers?
I just want to replenish what I gave to those people. I just need like 2.
Yoi will turn back to the shopkeep. And can you throw a couple of daggers in there as well, if you have them in stock?
Of course. A couple daggers, a bottle of the Northern Jewel. Where is it? Northern Jewel Port, and sorry, was that all then?
Sorry. I need 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 other than me. Can I get 5 quilts, please? Nice ones, warm ones.
Quilts, yes. Easy.
And that'll be everything.
Did we
alright.
get the pearl? Or did he?
He seems to have forgotten about it.
Fucking.
Battery ignored him.
I think we're getting a. I guess we're getting a pearl at Yoi's house.
Racism strikes again.
Do you have the pearl with here? Do you have a pearl here that we can buy?
Kind of like almost stumbles over themselves a bit. You looking for just jewelry?
I mean, does a pearl ring count as a pearl that's worth 100 gold pieces? Does the addition of things that are not pearl constitute for the purpose I'm doing it?
You would still need to, adding on extra stuff would add on extra cost because the pearl itself needs to be worth it.
I suppose it doesn't really matter. The pearl itself needs to be worth 100 gold pieces. I suppose it don't matter what else it comes with, if anything.
Are you sure you don't want to just check back at the shop first? That way you don't need to spend that much on a pearl.
We're spending your money.
You are
Yeah,
not
I'll just
spending
check
my
with
money
your
on
shop.
any pearl, actually.
The shop just watches Yoi talk to a backpack right now.
Where?
We'll just go back to your shop and check there first.
Whatever.
I think this wraps up what we need.
Even as you finish the comment, you hear the door close, and as you guys have been discussing, and Yoi had, at the point where Yoi had said that she's not paying for a pearl, the door is kind of closed, and they've kind of begun rooting through the shop. So, if Jacob has the correct list, it is a bottle of expensive alcohol, 2 daggers, because you said a couple of daggers, and 4 quilts.
Mm-hmm. 5.
5 quilts. So there would be 1 more. That would come out to a total of 29 gold pieces.
Okay.
All right. You have quilts that are kind of stored together, hard pressed down into a crate. That Aelin, they just kind of set into your arms without asking you. There are a couple of daggers that they hand directly to Yoi, and then along with it is the Northern Jewel Port, which they also put into your hands, Yoi.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. And again, I apologize for any trouble this might have cost you. Here's an extra gold just for anything that you might need.
It's always a pleasure to be doing business with you, Miss Chaudhry. I pray for your safety in these interesting times, and it's lovely to see you back in the capital. I heard from your father that you had traveled southward.
Yes. Came across some interesting characters that way. Other than this group, obviously, but...
I have no doubt the South is a wild and dangerous place. I'm glad to see that you've returned safely home.
With not a scratch. Thank you so much.
You have a wonderful night, ma'am.
And to you as well. And Yoi will start walking towards the shop.
Okay. As you all finish, you guys head up to the 3rd level. Yoi, you know this section of the city better than any other spot. This place you glide through with a glance to check anything, as the rest of the group sees a wonderful kind of, even almost like an artistic district. You can see different places that would be like stages for theatric productions. You can see spots that are like large open like park areas for recreation, and this seems to be a more lavish or more leisurely section of the capital city. And as you approach your home, The rest of you see an expansive and impressive guild hall. This is not simply a building. This is it's kind of the difference between seeing a mom and pop shop, or even like, I'm gonna put myself on blast here, of like seeing something the size of a Smith's, which is still can be nice and has a plenty of things, versus seeing a kind of like almost like the first floor of a mall. This spot has, in its rectangular shape of being a couple 100 feet wide in one spot, and then extending a little bit further than you'd expect, approaching or going over 1,000 feet long. You can see this wild section of decorations and trim of this elaborate and extremely intricate, and kind of pushing in you almost innately by just existing, imparting historic feelings upon you. As Yoi simply steps up to it as if it's a building. You're heading towards the main entrance, the front part of the guild hall, where most people kind of come in and see the people that would lead them through. It's also kind of where the front section is. You also know that where on the kind of second bit would be where the guests' spots would be. A little bit further in would be personal stuff, where you would reside, your sister would reside, your family, and then the hall continues onward. With the first floor made for being a display and workshop collection, and the top floor made for more of a living area. It's something very homely to you, something that you've grown up with.
Yoi's just gonna call out, Mother, Father, I am home. I've brought company. Please don't be strange.
You kind of open up the hall, and you can see these elaborate works kind of donning the walls, these bits of tapestry and artwork that, even as you look at them, and they evoke emotion, just as all art should. It also gives you small bits of explanation of drawing you in one direction. You can see something that looks like it deals more in metals, others that deal more in crystals and cloth, each of these kind of leading you in different directions. And almost as if they're materializing out of nowhere, you can see someone that looks strikingly like Yoi, although they seem to have in their age kind of like how people shrink with age, almost like the spine's compressed a little bit. You can still see the white hair that almost goes a little bit shorter than Yoi's, the horns kind of poking out from the same spot as your companion does, but a little bit longer and almost beginning to curve to the sides. These deep yellowish patterned eyes that come out looking filled with a bit of curiosity, and kind of solidify and kind of like zoom in on Yoi as though it's this kind of singular purpose. Yoi, you watch as your mother kind of steps out from the hall, where further in the fabric area you'd assume that Morella would be back there, but you see your mother step out instead. I don't know what you mean by stating that we'd be weird. I would love for you to introduce me to your findings from the south. They all look like very interesting people, and I'm sure they have a story and something they're looking for, as you can see that you're already bringing back prospects from your travels.
Indeed. It's good to see you, Mom. And Yoi will hug her mom. So, going down the line.
Palatable prospects.
What?
Nothing.
Alright. You said under your breath or what?
It wasn't for you. Continue.
Well then. Who's standing where? What's the lineup here?
That's up to you guys.
Yoi will open up the floor if you guys want to introduce yourselves. But if no one takes up, she will do it for you. Wow, not a single person, huh? All right.
Glaren's stepping forward.
I mean,
he just took a moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bowing slightly. Glaren Wraithran at your service. Very nice to meet you.
Yeah. Seeing Glaren take the lead, I will not be shown up, and I'll also step forward, and I'll say, my name is Aelin, and it is a pleasure to meet you, ma'am. Your daughter's been nothing but great, albeit a little strange herself. I'll kind of smirk.
And the rest in the back, you'll see Valden, and you will also see, pointing to each of them.
Are you pausing? Are they the newest addition to your group?
The newest addition to... I believe that they were... I guess... Yoi's thinking for a second, because you guys were a group before you guys met Yoi, right? Or is that not right? We all met each other like coincidentally at the same time.
We kind of met pretty quickly. I think technically Val and I are the newest members of the group, but also like by like a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yoi, make an insight check really quick.
Me make insight?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a DC 5.
Oh, well, 20, so...
Your mom is falling victim to name trap, where they just think that you don't know their name.
Oh. Yoi will clasp her mother on the shoulder and say, that is their name, Mom.
Oh. Exotic.
Aren't they all just?
Is that a Dakarian name?
Not specifically necessarily, but I'm from out that way.
Oh, you are. That's a long trip.
It's very long. And sadly, I haven't been able to do what I came here for, but I suppose I'll get there eventually.
Oh. Well, hopefully we can assist you on your journey. If we have many interesting curiosities, and I'm sure my daughter has given you the rundown of what we offer and can provide here at the Cupid's Needle. I'm sure that's why you're all here anyway.
Yes, that is why we are here. I do need to know, they will be needing a place to stay. I do want to try and reserve their coin for other purposes. Is the guest room currently open?
Yes, it's been cleaned out. We had a guest a couple of days ago, but they've moved out, and I had Mirella clean it out, so everything should be in order.
All right. A couple of days ago, who was it?
Oh, just a young man asking for, I would assume, a bit of information, wanting to ask about the guildmaster perspective. We had a little bit of a well. And she kind of like nervously, almost like the mother's thing of like, I'm about to talk about family stuff in front of a bunch of strangers, and I probably shouldn't. It's not important. They turned it into a lovely bit of a interview about our little place. And we've sent him on his way.
I see.
Hey. Well, is Thorn in?
Oh, yes, he's working on a project a bit late, actually.
I see. Just one moment. Glairin, do you still have that armor?
Yes, I do.
Mom, will you please show the rest of them to the guest room? I have a bit of armor talk I need to do with Thorn. And then maybe if Flair is in, she could kind of give them the rundown of the place, but I also understand if it's late.
It's a little bit late. Your father's turned in. I do believe that she's turned in, but she can be woken up to give a bit of a rundown if a guided tour is what you're looking for. I do believe Thorn is the only one who's up and working. I'm just watching over the floor. The rest should at least be turned in for the night, but they can be woken up if need be.
No, not at all. I don't think we're going to be staying long. I think it's just going to be an overnight trip, but if that does change, I will let you know.
You don't think you can stay around?
Well, it kind of depends on a couple of things that I need to go and pick up for the guild itself. But the South has proven great. But I promise that I will be back frequent if I am not going to be here for very long.
Well, that warms my heart. And she kind of reaches over and like just between her thumb and forefinger just kind of pinches a little bit of the underside of your cheek. Of your father won't say it, but he's been worried. We've heard a lot of news about trouble to the south, and we didn't want you getting caught up in it. So it's good to see that you've managed to avoid it. And if you're, I'm sure your father would raise concerns about you heading back to the south, but if you're keeping your visit here quick and it's for the good of the guild, I'm sure that he can get over himself.
Always for the good of the guild, but I will be sure to tell him hello. And
where are you planning on heading?
JC, what is the place called? What's the place?
In the northern area, you're heading to Alice Iriel. In the central region, if you're gonna say your final destination, to be Alari.
We're just gonna stick with Alice Iriel. Yoi will look to her mom and say, well, we're just stopping in Alice Iriel for a quick spell.
You do see a little bit of relief kind of go over her face, hearing that it's somewhere up in the northern region, of like, oh, well, I'm sure that will be kept quite quick. It's good to hear that you've got your feet underneath you.
I'm doing my best.
I know. And she kind of
Alright,
like
well.
finishes with a extra little pinch on the bottom of your cheek and kind of releases. Well, I'm sure you know where to find him. I will show everyone else to the guest rooms if everyone's ready to follow.
Sure.
Wonderful. And I apologize. My manners. I was under the impression that my daughter, the prospective guildmaster, would be have already kind of given light introductions, but my manners have seemed to lost me and let me right that wrong. Henriette Chauvy, as my pleasure to host you tonight.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yoi will call over her mom's shoulder. And those quilts, consider them a gift. There's one for each of you.
Thank you.
Perfect. When I pass by Yoi on the way, I just want to whisper to her, "Don't forget about the pearl," and like turn around and give her like 100 somehow with my hands.
Easy enough.
Keep
Just
going.
heavy bag. Poof.
I got a few places I can check for that, so don't even worry.
Yoi will just give a thumbs up.
I am so fucking worried right now. Fucking idea. And not even for the bit of like, don't worry, oh, I'm worried. No, I'm fucking worried. I am actually worried.
Yoi is
Dude, what
in
if this
such a
armor, like,
good
wastes
spirit,
away,
and
right?
other members of the group are like, we're walking into the lion's den. We're in so much
We
trouble.
brought,
I'm not.
we brought a
I mean,
bomb into
I
this
don't-
nice house.
I'm not like thrilled with being here, but I'm not like, oh, they're gonna be weird and rich and kill us. It's gonna like, we're still carrying this armor.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be sleeping like 2 rooms over from Glaren and still get fucking blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm really
Man
worried
really
about.
said, mm-hmm.
What do you want me to say? I don't know.
That it'll be
Laren-
fine and it's not gonna explode. That's what I want you to
Laren-
say.
I
Fine.
hope that
It'll be fine.
quickly-
You're not gonna know. Natural 20.
Dang. Hey, JC.
Yes?
Does Yoi also see Mirella in her station?
You do not. Mirella is, from what you heard from your mother, everyone except for Thorn has retired for the night. At least should be in their room. If not, they're somewhere up on the 2nd floor of the living quarters. Would be what you'd expect.
Alright. Alright. Well, we'll start with Thorn first, anyways. But if anybody else has anything else to do first before that, go ahead.
Just want to make sure Yoi did take the armor, yes?
No, you still-
holding on to it.
I believe Yoi's
You
having
don't have-
Glaren go with, and the other 4 go up
Yeah,
with her mom.
Lyran's following.
Perfect.
All right. So, the 4 of you head upstairs with Miss Chauvry, and Yoi and Glaren kind of move forward. You can see the tapestries that kind of denote bits of armor, and things with like small little metallic weavings to almost denote that you're getting closer to his section of the guild hall. It's a little bit further back from what you'd assume would be the sales floor, although it's mostly kind of cleared away. You could see very easily how this could have different like racks wheeled out for easy showing in the entrance area. As you go kind of deeper in, you can hear almost like this echoing reverberation of like metal stress bending, of like almost that of metal bending. And as you kind of get closer, you can see a section that you can enter, almost like its own contained shop in a mall, and you can see dull light kind of just pulsing from the back of it, like this dull red light. Yoi confidently strides in, with Glayrun following right after, as you go to the back area of Thorn's workshop. If you want to, and you wish, Yoi, you're able to easily just kind of open the back swing door to the kind of sequestered section of his shop, where a lot of insulation is had, and the traditional kind of wooden outline gives way to a more practical stone. And you know why? It's because when he's making things, it can tend to get hot, and when he does that, he goes in the back area where he's not liable to burn any of the nice wood or cause a fire. And as such, when you open this door, a kind of wave of heat kind of almost... You're expecting it, Yoi, but glaring, it kind of buffets you. And you can see this deep orange and red glow illuminating the silhouette of this shorter individual. Yoi, you know this is Thorn Grimsford.
My dwarvish friend.
The hand which glows near the fingertips kind of pulls away, and you can see almost like drops of metal kind of coming off as he turns and kind of shakes it, almost like just shaking water off, and you see little beads of metal kind of like hit the ground and sizzle. Glayrun, you see kind of turning this dwarven individual, very heartily built individual, with kind of his hair pulled back into this kind of brass kind of helmet that looks almost like a individual between like an early football helmet and a headband to just keep hair away. And as he kind of grabs and pulls it off, you can see that his hair, not just from his beard but on his head, is very long and kind of curls over his shoulders. He uses that to keep it out of his face as he's working with very hot metals. The beard itself, you can see metal that's kind of like blended into his beard. These beautiful bits of crafting that kind of like bits of jewelry that people would have on their fingers, he has woven into the hair that kind of goes down past his stomach, as his eyes have this kind of almost like a warmish look that doesn't completely fade, but fades a little bit when you see that he notices that Yoi has someone with her. But you can still hear this chuckle. That's the next thing that comes through, of just this very hearty, just, it's good to see you. Miss Chaudry, I welcome you to the back of my humble abode.
I could swear that it's 2 degrees colder in here than it typically is. What kind of project are you working on?
Don't give me that. This is a very delicate metal. I'd burn the thing if I had it as hot as it normally is. You... One day I will be able to strap you to the wall down here and see the different heats that is needed for each type of metal. And then you will stop giving me so much grief. But I'm sure you did not visit me at such a late hour to make fun of my temperatures. What can I do for you?
Unfortunately not. But, first things first, do you have a pearl that I can snag from your person?
Pearl? Unless if it's being inlaid in a bit of armor, it's not something that I'd be carrying, Yoi. have better luck with, right. You'd have better luck with Morella. That Ashwind would always be keeping Bobs to herself.
I had figured, but considering you're always crafting something up, I figured I would ask. Well,
Not tonight.
the only other thing that I have is, my friend here, this is Glairin. We have come across a bit of armor, and I was hoping you might be able to shed some light on it, and Glairin might have a better question of what to do with it beyond I.
I mean, if your accomplice has a high opinion of his armor, I'd be happy to knock it down a peg or two. It doesn't even look to have any protective enchantments woven into it, from what I can see from here. He's just looking at the armor Glairin currently has donned.
He took off his armor outside the city.
Oh, I thought you were just cleaning the other one. My bad. All right. Well, I'd be happy to knock any armor that he would be willing to put in front of me down a peg or two. Show me what you have. What?
Yoi
Is
will
there-
gesture her hand. Yeah.
Is there a workbench I can unwrap the armor onto?
There's plenty of workbenches both in this back area and in the general workshop that he uses as well.
Okay. Is he gesturing to do it back here in his general workshop?
He hasn't gestured anywhere. Yoi's gestured in here in the back area, but he's just
I'll
saying,
just start.
show me what you got.
Perfect. I'll pick one at random and just start unwrapping it, laying it out
Sounds good.
carefully.
These pieces, some of them kind of clang against each other as you're unwrapping, and the piece of cloth hits, making this kind of metallic ring. You almost watch Thorn kind of almost like perk up in curiosity as he sees the pieces. They're a little. You've although it's been a bit of time, it hasn't been it hasn't been completely an hour. So that black spell that or that prestidigitation that you use to darken the gem is still in the main chess piece.
Can I cast it off?
Sure.
Okay.
And as he kind of moves to look at it, you kind of move your hand, and he's as he's kind of moving a small, almost like shelf out from the bottom, because the workshop is at your height. It's at your mom's and your father's height. He himself pulls out a little bit of a shelf for the back area to step on and be closer to your guys' height. As he kind of looks at it, you wave your hand over, and the gem becomes red again. Goes, oh, my God, is this, how unique were you saying this armor was?
Pretty.
I...
Can you figure anything from it?
I mean... And he almost seems, not that he doesn't know something, but almost as if, like, he's cautious to say it out loud. Like, he takes, like, that kind of pause to almost kind of consider his thoughts. Where did you get this armor?
I picked it up in Ellis Eril and actually brought it with me here to have it looked at.
You make a deception check.
Absolutely. $19.
19. Whoever you picked it up from, I'd cut contact with, boy. This is a dangerous piece of armor to be carrying around. Kind of strokes his beard. Miss Chauvry, this is Inquisitor Red.
Inquisitor Red.
Yes, one of the only ways to identify an Inquisitor is a magically sealed color in a garment prominent on their body that is this color. It doesn't change. It resists alteration, and it is near impossible to repeat. Not to mention anyone that's not an Inquisitor that would be caught in it would be, well, arrested. This is walking jail time, Miss Chauvry.
I see. Well, that is quite troublesome. Out of curiosity, how much do you know about the armor that Inquisitors wear?
Generally speaking, Inquisitors are armored many a different way. The Inquisitors don't have a set form. They don't have a set, I guess, way they act. They're ordained, so when they become Inquisitors, they have different. I don't want to say different purposes, Miss Chauvry, but they're specialized. The color is the consistency. A piece of armor, if it wasn't... If I knew my Inquisitors better, I could probably tell you which Inquisitor it goes to.
So each of the armors, they're special in their own way, per Inquisitor.
Yes, I've heard that some Inquisitors don't even wear armor. They don't need it. It's the same as seeing a cloak in the same color as this. It looks the same whether it's been placed onto metal or cloth. It's... He strokes his beard again and turns... Do you remember who you picked it up from?
Not explicitly. And
well,
if this is as dangerous as you say it is, I'm not sure I want to remember them.
I would hasten to forget them as soon as possible. Miss Chauvry, I caution you against keeping this around.
Of course. We will be dealing with this pretty immediately. Well, thank you for looking at it anyways.
Of course, Miss Chauvry. Anytime.
And this red, just to be clear, this red is special. As per all Inquisitors, they will bear this red.
Yes, if they're showing themselves, and I don't know Inquisitors to hide, but maybe I just haven't seen an Inquisitor that has hidden because they're hidden. They should be distinguishing themselves with that color.
That's good to know. Thank you, Thorn.
Of course, Miss Chauvry.
All right, Glayron, do you have any other questions?
Not unless he has any recommendations on what we should do with it.
That is out of my purview, expertise. The armor itself, not just being... it's very obviously enchanted. I wouldn't be able to do anything of the sort to it. This armor's going to be resistant to... It's going to keep itself around. I'm sure, like most magical things. This is generally why I'm working with... He gestures over to the workbench. Raw materials before someone, myself is a possibility, enchants them. Once they become enchanted, it becomes difficult to change.
This might be a far-fetched ask, but can you tell me what is so special about this armor? What enchantment it has?
Kind of goes over and kind of parses over it. I can't give exacts of it, but on a more basic level, it would be... And he kind of almost like... This is definitely one of the more, like, the most nervous you've seen him over it. He's a very confident individual. He's a master of his craft, and he looks antsy, even kind of like lightly running his fingers over it. It's very obviously imbued with evocation magic. Although I'm sure you were able to figure that out yourself. I wouldn't be able to... I wouldn't be able to figure out much past that. You would have to find maybe one of your parents. They would have the expertise to further delve into this on a more precise level.
Maybe, but as coming head of the guild, I want to try and keep my parents out of it as much as possible. So mum's the word?
Yes, Miss Chauvry.
All right. Well, I didn't bring a gift back this time, but I will have one next time.
And his a little bit of color kind of comes back to his face, and you hear that deep kind of chuckle. Oh, you are too much sometimes. I do hope you have better luck with the pearl with someone besides myself. If you need a piece of metal, do not hesitate to call on me, but keep yourself safe, Miss Chauvry.
I'll do my best, and to you as well. Let me know if anything happens. I'm sure that my parents aren't telling me everything that happens around here.
Of course, yes. I'm sure you heard of the inspector.
Yes. What was that about?
Oh, they're just, I would assume, doing a bit of an audit. At least that's what they did to me. They were asking for just what specifics we do, and making sure that we're up to date with the new licensing. Your father despises it, you know. And of course, needed to make sure you had yours, and paying for all the rest of us to get ours, but getting to spend hundreds of years without so much of an utterance of a license to perform arcane assistance, and then in such a short amount of time needing to license everyone, I'm sure it still cuts deep into the pockets every once in a while, and your father doesn't like losing out on profits, even if it's to keep us in respectable order. No.
All right. Well, as long as it was something simple, I suppose we should be turning into bed now. But again, thank you.
Of course, Ms. Chauvry. And no worries, the inspectors don't have anything on us.
And I don't think they ever will.
Nods. Glaren, I assume you collect your armor.
Yep.
And the two of you are able to leave the workshop.
As we're passing by the next station, can I look for a pearl?
Sure. Yeah, you can go into Morella's spot. You can please make me a investigation check.
Yep. Plus investigation. Gosh darn it. I can never find it.
You've got this.
Where's the Where even is it? What the heck?
Intelligence.
That's what I thought. Okay, there it is. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. As Glaren, I don't know if you're following her in or you just see her kind of duck into a different station. But you see her kind of duck in. You go into Morella's spot. You can see the familiar kind of racks of cloth, kind of more full clothes. And as you can see a rack of things that people have kind of brought in to be picked up and modified in some way, you know that this is the likely spot, besides inquiring directly to your parents, that you'd find something, as Morella does need to understand what explicitly is in these clothes before working on them. And as such, within her kind of kit in her workspace, you do in fact find a kind of large bulbous pearl that you know that Morella uses to inspect.
All right. I'm going to take it, and I am going to leave a note for Fur, letting her know that I was the one that had taken it. And then I suppose we will meet back up with the rest of the group.
Okay. The rest of you have been brought upstairs by Miss Chauvry and seen to 3 rooms. Each of them are well kept, maintained, and beautiful, as artists still allow that art to seep into their living quarters. And you can see these beautiful, large, kind of queen-sized beds, one to kind of each of these rooms, and still a lovely kind of large emptied wardrobe with mirrors along the side of the wall, a kind of separated a separate spot for kind of a quick area to wash up for each person, although Yoi's mother is also quick to say that there is a better bathing facility somewhere else if you guys need to clean up and don't want to do so in the guest rooms. And these rooms are available for you all.
Is it mentioned if any of these rooms are the sister's room?
Specifically, she refers to these 3 rooms as the guest rooms. And you do
Okay.
remember, I believe Yoi was with you when she stated that she had 3 guest rooms.
Okay. Here is fine, I suppose.
Okay.
I can deal with that in a week.
All right. So, you each are able to split up however you wish to the rooms. You guys have the box of quilts that Aelin has, so that no matter what, even though these rooms are beautifully done, if any sort of chill washes over any of you, you are able to keep yourselves warm throughout this. And
Laren's not here.
he's not.
I would like to orchestrate it that Glaren sleeps on one outside room and I sleep in the other outside room.
Okay. As
If
such.
Glaren doesn't fight me on that.
Well, Glaren's not here to fight you on that, so.
I know. He's probably just gonna he's just gonna walk in and sleep in my room and I'm just gonna get fucking nuked.
We'll find out.
Ugh.
But as we kind of step to that, you guys are able to divide yourselves between these 3 rooms. There is one bed, albeit a large bed, for each of these 3 rooms. You're good to talk amongst yourselves, and if there's anything you guys, the 4 of you, wish to discuss, after a bit of time, Miss Chauvry will leave you to your own devices to kind of go tend to something. And you guys have those 3 rooms to divvy up amongst yourselves.
I mean, if gonna be weird about the armor, I guess Aelin and Ophelia will take the middle room.
Yeah, it works for me too.
Okay.
I'll take the farthest room from where we came from.
Okay, so there's the guest room that's closest to the stairs, and then the one that's furthest from the stairs. You're taking that one.
Yeah.
Val, do you have any input?
I'll go room with if that's acceptable. That kind of seems to be the perpetual vibe, if I'm so allowed to say.
Oh, we're besties.
The party lines have been drawn. It's the
party-
outsiders, the drow-looking people, and the northerners.
I call you guys Team Vald.
Valdem? That's pretty
Team
good.
Valium, yeah.
Oh,
Almost.
Yeah.
The other one is just Team Posh. There's no
Mhm.
good name. They're
I
just
don't
Team
like-
Posh.
What are we calling us? What are we? Oh, we're
One
arm
arm,
in
all
arm.
harm.
Yeah, we already got a team there.
Man, I got a hashtag and every.
I love that so much.
What?
Arm in arm.
Our
I see your hashtag and I raise you. You should drink this liquor with me.
What a good movie. And so, if there's any
Alright.
conversations that you guys would like to have as you're kind of divvying up rooms, you're able to do so now. Otherwise, it'd be
Who's
turning
that?
in.
I'm not going to bed just yet.
I will say I'm gonna give Ophelia as soon as we get in the room. I'm gonna sit Ophelia on the bed, and then I'm gonna start to roll my bedroll out and put it on the floor.
Really?
Even though they're massive, fuck off big beds. Yeah.
Oh, am I suddenly too dirty for you?
No, I just figured you need, you get the whole bed to yourself. Relax, enjoy it.
Aelin, as many miles as you've carried me on your back, you deserve to lay on a mattress.
Oh, I've got this. This
You're
is all-
perfectly fine in the bed.
all
If
right,
it suits
all
your
right.
taste,
I
you
just-
can be in the bedroll on the bed.
No, I just. That's very funny. I just never want to assume. That's all. I don't ever want to just. jump into it.
As my act
really
of
appreciate
goodwill for you carrying me all this way, I allow you time on the bed.
Okay, very good, very well, very well.
You each have your own blanket, so it's not like you're sleeping together, you know?
They don't know about tummy time.
Oh yeah, I should divvy up the quilts too.
Yeah, the quilts
I'll
are
take the
easy
quilts
to
out of the
divvy
bottom.
up between the rooms.
Yeah,
Maybe do them.
I will leave. Is there a floral feminine one in the box?
They're all beautifully.
They're all rather feminine.
Yeah, they're all beautifully crafted. They've got the general kind of stereotypical
Well, it
elven
can't
stuff,
be-
so it is a bit naturey to it. So you can find something with flowers on it, like vines and flowers.
It
Okay,
can't be
I will take-
beautifully
I will
crafted
take the
and
most-
masculine.
I will take the prettiest, most floweriest one.
In
I will say that in
stereotypical
front of the
elven, it
room
does
that-
lean a little bit more to the feminine type.
Perfect.
So
Alright, that's fine.
it's the general thing of like elemental, that sort of thing. So there's like ones with, you can see like a stream pattern that goes through the blanket, another with these vines that kind of pull out flowers, another of like forest types, and like that would kind of be kind of just a theme across the quilts. You can, I mean, I would say forests are fucking sick for everyone in the audience. So
agree
like
with that.
forests are not just for the girls. Forests are for the guys too.
Oh, of course for the boys, for sure. Well, I guess I just want the one with flowers on it,
hmm
and I'll take that one and set it in front of the empty room on the end of the hall. I guess the first room you'd approach, the one that we assume would be
Okay.
Clarence, and I'll just go.
Damn.
And then I'll go back to my room.
I love how we went through that thing of proving that the patterns do not necessarily have to be for one thing and another, just for you to go all the way back and do the shallow, like, go to
Shallow
the,
thing.
the
So
most
fun.
shallow.
It's all jokes. It has to be jokes.
Oh yes, of course. But mhm.
If that's all from those two, I'm just gonna get in bed and I'm gonna take one of the extra pillows and just put it in the middle of the bed, like a little pillow barrier in the bed. I'm also going to stay in my dragonborn form, but I'm gonna like shape change to take up a little less space in the bed.
I see.
Let's hope I remember in a week to re-enlarge. Otherwise, you can call me out for being slightly smaller, if you remember that.
Absolutely. Is there
The
any
demonic
more
curse that makes you small.
the curse that makes you small? Is there anything else that the four of you like to do? I know that Ophelia is waiting to hear the others come up the stairs, but is there anything that you guys specifically want to do? The floor is
I mean,
open.
yes, but I don't know where to go.
Okay.
And like, just wander around this massive guild hall.
Mm-hmm.
I'll figure that out later.
Well, we can put a pin in that then, because as everyone kind of settles down for the night, there is a bit of, although you are physically as comfortable as you've been for a long time, many of you still feel a deep sense of worry, a little bit of a pit in the back of your throat or stomach, a worry as each of you are in the capital city of Usapait, the home of the Republic, where everything has been decided for the last 100, if not 1,000 years. Just under new names, new faces, with new ideas. And what can be done in such a short amount of time before your trip resumes to the city of Alice Iriel? And what new information can reveal itself? That's for next time to decide. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We're going to end the session there. a massive thank you to the 6 wonderful people hanging out with me every single week. We've got Jazz, Cody, Alpha, Suzanne, James, and of course, Helminia. These people coming through my wonderful, weird, and a little bit mean world. And of course, a massive thank you to everyone hanging out in both the chat, just lurking and saying cool stuff. Thank you so much, Sam Plays VT, for the raid, Robert for coming in and talking, Sam for talking. You all are wonderful people, and everyone lurking as well. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. If you're not following the stream but you enjoyed it, please make sure to follow. And if you're watching the restream on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. Both of those actions are free, and we'd love to see that you enjoy the content as well. We'd be rolling dice regardless, but we enjoy having you along for the ride.
Also, don't forget that thing that you're trying to forget.
And now you guys are just being.
I need
Uh-huh.
a second thing from you as well.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I require a second
Oh
thing.
shit!
If you could read the most recent message in the back channel for the folks at home, that'd be great.
What am I making Helminia do?
Wait to identify this armor till next time.
If he makes me, quote, if he makes me wait until next week to identify this armor, I'll really do it this time. That's all, folks. If I'm gonna give a lovely piece of inspiration out at the end of the session, a good boy point, as it has been faithfully dubbed, to someone who has really made the most out of the session, and I just appreciate it. This is the best, worst thing I have to do at the end of every session, because you all are wonderful people, and I appreciate you all playing so much, but I don't think it's going to surprise many people. It's probably going to happen at some point where someone's just, as Helminia put way earlier, the plot is revolving around you for current time, do not resist. Yoi, masterful, lovely getting to meet your family. For everyone, take your inspiration.
Getting away with it.
How many points is that? Are you back to 3 or is that 4?
No. I used all my points. This is my only one now.
I don't think that's true.
She used a lot of them. Yeah.
No, that's true. It is right. That is true. That's right.
Suzanne's been keeping counts.
Mm-hmm.
I've been keeping a loose count, and I was given a lot of shit, so...
Even if it was 4, I wasn't going to
credit where credit
is due. Good boy points got used. We're at 1.
A beautiful, a beautiful introduction to Forbell. The two groups getting in different ways. Yoi's probably the most comfortable, not just by a little bit, but by a long shot here, and I appreciate us getting to meet your family.
Yeah, it was good. I wasn't sure what to expect, so I'm glad it went well and wasn't awkward at all.
I'm sure a couple of them felt awkward, but that's for your guests to deal with, not you. But until next time, thank you everybody so much for watching the stream. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I can't wait to see you next time. Take care, and goodbye. Bye.